Yo!
Hello, everybody. What is going on? Let me get my mouse here.
Get your
Welcome
mouse.
back to another Sunday Out of the Basement stream. Of course, I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And we've got a very special guest today, making his second appearance on the channel. We've got David, aka Wolfstalker25.
Hello.
Thank you for coming on once again, good sir, good friend in real life.
Yeah.
So
It's actually his third appearance because he was on the Halo.
Oh yeah.
True.
I forget about that one sometimes.
So yeah, that makes you the very first person to guest on the channel 3 times.
Yeah, 3-time champ.
Yeah, the 3-time. Just like I'm the 3-time on 3 Men and a Monkey Lizard. And now you get to be the 3-time on our channel. So
Nice.
Thanks for coming once again, David. It's always nice to have you on and talk some toys today. We've actually got a lot of stuff to talk about today. It's going to be a jam-packed stream.
Oh, yeah.
But first, let's say what's up to all of our lovely, lovely people in the chat already. We've got Yeehaw. How's it going? Nico WK. Infernal Hippo, always holding it down. Sir Halagad. Look at all these members. Member after member after member. Skywalker.
I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Ivan. We got Andy in here as well. Yeehaw. We'll talk about the Kiwi emoji. It's coming.
It's coming. You got Fig Fury, of course. Mr.
What's
David
up,
Edge. Our favorite cheeky Brit.
Yes. I'm sorry, I'm like trying to hold back burps right now. I was just scarfing down Taco Bell before the stream.
Classic.
And now it's trying to all come back up now that I'm talking. We got Salty Trees in here as well. Nice to see you. Mr. Jetster, Embryo Eater. Great name.
Dank Ches, what's up?
Dank Ches. How's it going, everyone? Kyle Eckert. How's it going? Nice to see you. Obi-Wan Kenobi. We got Gerardo, our last member giveaway winner. Hopefully you got that figure already and you are enjoying it. But we got Jay Martin in here as well. Of course, we got James, aka Stone Cold Killer, our lovely, lovely artist that's created all of our channel art. Very grateful for you to be here and helping us out so much. So we got Marshall Toy, Chip Getler, Darth Educator is in here as well.
Yo, we're good today. We're good.
Good old Buck stopping in with a Bok chicken heads.
Best profile picture out of everyone here. Left Coast Graphics, what's up?
Hammer Time, nice. Uber, how's it going? We got Frobafett in here as well. Nice to see you. Super Tech Dustin as well.
Ooh, we got a moderator in here. Yep. Out toy hunting.
Nice, very nice. Can't wait to see what you got. Palmer, do you think Hasbro will release more Star Wars hyperreal?
Nope.
Yeah, I doubt that one.
Came and gone.
That line is dead. I think there was supposed to be like a rumored Boba Fett, but that Luke looked like hot garbage. So
oh, yeah.
Forget that line.
Yeah, Chopper base.
How's it going? You're fairly new here. Well, it's nice to see you. It's nice to see you today.
Yeah.
Onto the Breach. How's it going? Hello. Tomb Toys. Nice to see you. As
90s.
Always. 90s Nerd Life. No Black Series.
Me neither.
Yep. It's dry around here. Completely dry. Let me close this blind real quick. It's like
fix that exposure. What's up, 1313? Rock climbing is great. It was my first time. I know you were on Luke Ness Monster's stream last night, and I popped in and I said, "Hey guys, I'm rock climbing. I gotta go. I just wanted to pop in and say hey." And some people thought I was joking around, but no, I did for real. I'm a little sore today. What's up, Tony Marvel Legends Fanatic?
Nice.
Nice. Will Matt, hello. Michael Cherry, Riley Prez, Fig Fury, our #1 supporter, coming in with a $40 super chat. Says, "What's up, OTB live stream?" What's up back to you, Fig? We love you. We love your support.
I smell profit. Nice, juicy, fat, warm profits.
Thank you. El Bang Grande, what's up, dude? Jonathan Anderson, Joseph Bett. Hey, there he is, Lukeness Monster. Hello,
Hey.
dude. What's up?
What's up,
Burrito in a Speedo and Bounty Killer Customs. We're already at about 50 people in the watching the stream right now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in already. So I guess we could just start off with a little introduction for our good buddy David here.
Yeah.
I thought it would be appropriate to bring you back on the channel. Like I said, not only because we're good friends in real life, but because you recently started your hand at action figure reviews. So I wanted to have you back on so we could talk about them, and then maybe get you a little boost over there on the review channel.
The happy world of paper to plastic.
Yes. It's always a great time. So, David, why don't you just kind of let everyone know who you are, what you like to do, what kind of figures you review on the channel?
Okay. So I'm David, or Wolfstalker25. I just, like Nate said, I just got into the whole action figure YouTube scene, I guess. I have the normal YouTube channel, just Wolfstalker25. That was like all gameplay and everything like that, which has been dead for like 2 weeks. But it's still there, it's still coming. But the other one is just Wolfstalker25 reviews for the channel name or whatever. But I pretty much just collect like anything, honestly. If I like it, I get it. Within means of whatever the price is. There are some things out there that are just insanely priced, and I'm just like, no. Like buying some of the HasLabs is almost pushing it sometimes.
Right.
But
I wanted to ask you about that. Did you end up going for Galactus?
Yeah. The wallet wasn't happy about it.
Nice.
But no, I did do it.
I had a feeling, and that makes me very excited because now I want to come over and play with it.
Yeah, you'll have to come over in within probably this month, whenever the Sentinel shows up.
Yeah, that'll be sweet too. What's up, Mark? Though it's nice to see you.
Hello, Mark.
But Justin, do you have a link to David's review channel in the chat?
It's in the description of this video. I have his main channel and the review channel. Speaking of all that, let's just take a look here. This is the review channel. Again, very recently got into it.
Yep.
This is catalog right here. You do a nice variety of different reviews.
Yeah, it's all over the place. It's kind of a hot mess with that.
I love the thumbnails. I really love the thumbnails, especially this Godzilla one over here.
Yeah, you're gonna see a mirror version of that on Thursday with Kong.
Ooh.
Hey. Ooh. There we go. But yeah, so everyone should go subscribe to David and check out his videos. A lot of Marvel Legends love. Also, you've got a great background too, with the Hall of Iron as your backdrop. But yeah, Joseph Bet, the screen is black. David does not want to reveal his face, which is okay. So it's just audio only. And of course, shout out to my girlfriend Paige for becoming a channel member.
Nice.
Better late than never.
Should we play it?
Yeah.
Should we play it back?
Yeah,
You both really stepped up in the heat of battle. Both of you showed valor out there. Real courage. You're both officially being made ARC troopers.
Thanks, Paige.
Nice.
What's up, Soda Pressing? He's here.
Soda, I was talking about Galactus. Playing with Galactus.
Oh, Jeremy's here. What's up, My Figure Culture? Hello.
What's up, Jeremy? Nice to see you on this Sunday. It's nice to see everyone. Nice to see everyone.
Oh, yeah. And we got Chippo. Evening from the UK, guys. What's up? Shout out to the UK. How are you guys all doing? What's up to all the lurkers, to all the people who watch the stream but just don't necessarily participate in the chat. We love you as well, and we want to say what's up to everyone.
Yes. And also smash that like button while you're here right now and while you're thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
54 people and not 54 likes. What a shame.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're saying. So yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know that you picked up the Monster Arts, Godzilla, and Kong.
I'm so torn on those figures. They're so 50-50.
I was on the fence about them for the longest time, but honestly, I just decided that I was satisfied with my NECA Kong and my NECA Godzilla figures. Even though the NECA Kong is like way out of scale, of course.
Yeah.
They weren't trying to make them to be in the same scale, but it works for me. It's good enough.
I only did it because of that 2019 re-release of Ghidorah. I was like, oh, that's really tempting. And I put it on a temporary pre-order in case I want to get rid of it. Looked up reviews on it. A lot of people seemed disappointed with it. And then I was like, oh, that sucks. Well, I might still get it. And if I get it, I need a Godzilla and a Kong to go with it. Well, I need Godzilla. And then I was like, well, if I'm getting Godzilla, I might as well get Kong and snowball.
Right. Yeah. And that's how it always happens. But I mean, the Godzilla does look pretty sweet with all that like super shiny blue paint on it.
Godzilla's definitely the better of the two. My Kong falls apart nonstop. His arm keeps falling off. His leg fell off twice. His arm falls off every time I touch him.
Nice. Gotta love that with certain import figures. That's like I have like the Bandai movie realization Shadow Stormtrooper where it's like looks like a samurai or whatever, and that thing just anytime I touch it, if I look at it the wrong way, it'll just crumble to pieces.
Right.
And like it's not like it's broken, it's just that like I don't know, like certain import figures just pop apart.
Yeah.
Like to a lesser extent, but still does annoy me, the First Order Mafex Stormtrooper that's in all of our reviews. This guy will literally fall into a million pieces if he takes a shelf dive. Like every single limb, hand, head will just pop off.
Nice.
And the shoulder pads too, because the shoulder pads are removable for some godforsaken reason, and they always pop out.
Right. So,
but anyways.
Yeah, I wanted to get your guys' opinion on some stuff here. We do have some Black Series news. I think we should just cover this first, get this out of the way, because it's not that much. And of course, in classic out of the basement fashion, it happened. It dropped the day after we film. We need to just move it to Wednesday, because that's when all the news comes out, but we film and figure it out on Tuesdays.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row for real. But there's like 2 bits of news here, and it is basically just some new Black Series Deluxe.
More official rumors. Everyone liked our terminology. The official rumor.
The official rumor. It's been officially rumored, unofficially.
Yeah.
So I want to, David, Nate, I want to see what you guys think about these 2 bits of news, as well as chat. Please let us know. I know we're mainly a Black Series collection, so I expect the chat to pop off a little bit here. But I'll go ahead and share my screen, and I want to talk about this one first.
Ooh.
So this is from yakface.com. They are saying, because this Cobb Vanth was part of the pipeline reveal a few months ago, but now it looks like this one is going to be deluxe, similar to Return of the Jedi, Boba Fett, Jar Jar, and Wrecker. And will now be coming sometime in 2022. So Nate, is the pipeline reveals not it's not going to be the next regular wave of 2021? We're just going to get nothing.
I don't know. That's really hard to say because obviously Cobb was part of the pipeline reveals.
Right.
So, I mean, maybe I don't know why they're making Cobb a deluxe figure. Like, what is he going to come with?
Screams standardly released because Timothy Oliphant is also a smaller person than Temuera Morrison. He's like more lean. I don't know about height, but it's like how is this deluxe unless he's going to come with all of the accessories that the Boba Fett came with?
Right.
Maybe he comes with this spatchka. That would honestly be pretty cool.
Or he could come with the rocket blasting off effect.
Yeah, true.
We haven't seen that before, but I mean, obviously they're going to just stick him on the new Return of the Jedi Boba Fett body, just paint the Under Armour, red.
But that doesn't make sense though, because it's only like bits. It's not like the entire.
Well, yeah, they'll have to make new legs for him. That I don't think they could reuse them.
And like his arms are exposed, you know, like he doesn't have like the armor. He has like the gauntlets right here, but then it's just his red like hoodie until the shoulder pads. So it's I don't know what's going on.
I think that they'll be able to reuse that body, at least half of it, for Cobb Vanth. But what do you think, David?
I'm interested in it. What if the reason it's a deluxe is maybe they do a new thing and they make all the armor removable, so then it's like a 2-in-1 figure for armored Cobb and then unarmored?
I'd be down for that if they started doing like things like that, like because as I'm sure you know, David, with like the Black Series price increase, which everyone take that with a grain of salt because we've seen 75% of stores not implement a price hike. Some do, some don't. Some only do the price hike on specific things. But apparently deluxe figures are going to be like well over $30 now. So it's going to be like anywhere between $31 and the max probably being $39.99 was rumored as well. So it's like they're going to have to do some different stuff with their deluxe. They're going to have to jam pack the accessories, jam pack some customization. They're going to have to do something different to justify that price.
That would be great, but I just don't see Hasbro packing it in accessory-wise anymore. Left Coast Graphics is saying his armor will be removable, and then they went on to say that the deluxe Boba Fett will have the same gimmick, but with the re-armored look and the scratched up look. That could be pretty sweet if they really do want to do something like that. I even pointed out he could include the speeder too. That would be pretty sweet. Get a speeder set going. I'd love to have that.
That's because his speeder's like part of like Anakin's pod racer, right? Wasn't that the Easter egg?
Yeah, because it's like the cylinder engine piece.
Yeah.
I'd love to see just the normal speeder bike that Mando rides in season 2. I'd love to see that. But
this one, I'm not as upset about this one as the other one, because if it's just on par with Deluxe Boba Fett, like Deluxe Boba Fett was a great set. It's one of the best sets in the Black Series, probably, honestly. And so if it's like on that same level as the Deluxe Boba, sure, fine.
Right. And it's Cobb Vanth. He was pretty damn awesome in season 2 of Mando. So,
but if they just did this look as a standard release, I would have been down for that too.
Yeah.
But I'll pick it up either way, because the Mando figures so far have all been so good. We talked about that recently on a video that's not out yet, but they're just fantastic figures. So you got to imagine that Cobb Vanth will be awesome as well, even if he is going to like reuse parts of that Boba Fett body. But honestly, the Boba Fett body's great.
Oh, 100%.
And I want a new Jango Fett on that body, obviously with some newer parts. Yeah, but that would be my preferred Mandalorian body going forward. Now I just hope they start doing all like male Mandos on the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett body.
And I mean, same thing with like female Mandos with the Bo-Katan Casca Reeves. Great body.
Yeah, I'll take it. Much better than the Jango Fett body of the past.
Yeah, and like the Mandalorian and the Mando Loyalist on that body.
So disappointing. Great looking figures, but of course you get minimal posability out of them.
Those awful legs.
Yeah,
I hate those figures for their legs. They fall over and they can't stand at all.
Right.
And they've got those really tiny feet too. So
yeah, they're top heavy.
Right. So that is the Black Series news with Cobb Vanth. Again, looks like it's going to be a deluxe figure and looks like it's going to come out in 2022. Take with that what you will. By the way, we're at 80 people in the stream right now. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us.
Hit like.
80 is a magical number. I like seeing it. So we're gonna move on from Cobb here. And again, this was from yakface.com, the #1 source for all Star Wars action figure news. Yes. Not sponsored, but heavily recommend Yakface. Absolutely. And now, of course, we're gonna head on over to JediInsider.com. They have a rumor report as well. This is another Deluxe rumor. They are saying Star Wars The Black Series Deluxe Rogue One Saw Gerrera figure coming in 2022. And they have this photo going with it. They also recently rumored another Deluxe figure with the Purge Trooper, or the Dark Trooper from The Mandalorian. And they also put $29.99 in their graphic. However, this will more than likely be over $29.99 if it's the new Deluxe pricing that we're allegedly supposed to get.
Right.
So Saw Gerrera from Rogue One. What do you guys think about that?
I say bring it on. I just kind of want a Saw Gerrera for the shelf. Now, I do agree that, because I know where you're going with this, right. And it's a question that I'm sure is on your mind as well, David, but it's like, what the hell is he going to come with to make this a Deluxe figure? Especially if it's a Rogue One specific Saw Gerrera.
Yeah.
Is it only because they had to make a new mold on like a bulkier figure?
Probably.
No.
Knowing them, and they're probably one off of a mold that they'll only use ever with them. They're going to upcharge for it. But
unless they decide down the road, they'll give us a Rebels version where he's bald.
Yeah, they could. I mean, they could just pack in 2 heads with them. Call it a day, but they won't.
Yeah. No.
And them and their alternate heads, not a thing.
Yeah, and you know that Saw is probably only going to come with.
Gerrera will be a general release as well. That's an important tidbit of information.
Well, I mean, like, what did he even use in Rogue One? He had that big bow staff cane thing,
right? And
did he have a big blaster at all, or no?
I don't believe so.
I don't think we ever saw him use anything like that because he just kind of stands around in Rogue One, really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Until he just randomly decides that he just wants to die out of nowhere. He wants to give up after all this time. But so that's interesting. So that means there's going to be 2 versions of Saw. So if there is a Deluxe version, then it's got to have. It's got to have something in it, but like what? Like what?
Right. And I mean, my take on this is I would rather have any other look of Saw than Rogue One, because he's one of those characters that is a bigger character in other media, but he makes what is pretty much a cameo in like a major Hollywood film. So they're going to choose that major Hollywood film to do the figure off of, even though his character origins and his arc, and he's more fleshed out in some other form of media, which is the Clone Wars. So I would rather have the younger Clone Wars version. I'd rather have like the in-between look maybe in Rebels, but because I don't have any other Rogue One crew. I have the troopers, but it's not like I'm not going to get Bodhi or any of the new wave of the photoreal releases. So it's like, I don't have anything to go with. Like, I don't have any of the other Rogue One figures.
Yeah, and it's just really hard to say what else. Some people are saying Boar Gullet, but like that, I think the Boar Gullet is way too big to include with
right.
Saw.
It's huge.
Boar Gullet. The Boar Gullet would be massive.
Right.
So maybe they will actually give us an alternate younger head. Since you could, kind of fudge the armor look.
Let's see what he looks like in Rebels.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they do a removable armor thing again with him, maybe that's a new gimmick. They want to do removable armor, and they just give an alternate head.
Well, I guess
what it looks like in Rebels.
Armor is pretty different, but just knowing how Hasbro's things, they would probably just be like, "This is all you get."
See, I want this version. Give me the Bad Batch version.
Even when you look at some of the Marvel Legend Deluxe figures that they've done, which are like somewhere in the range of like $30 to $50 for some, they only come with an alternate set of hands for some of them, and that's like it. And I mean, look at Zeb. Zeb came with just his blaster and the 2 electrical effects, and that was it. And he was $30. So I wouldn't put it past them just making it a $35 possibly figure that's just got one big staff, and that's it.
Right. What did
see what chat's saying?
What did Saw look like in Jedi Fallen Order?
Ooh, very similar.
I'm pretty sure
Rebels.
Forrest Whitaker actually did the mocap for him, so it's like very Rogue One-ish.
But like, is his armor similar?
Well, let's go back.
I think it's an in between of Rebels and Rogue One.
Yeah, because I think he's bald, if I remember correctly, in Jedi Fallen Order.
Here, let me share my screen again.
Yeah,
here he is. It's kind of like with the Rebels version, honestly.
Yeah.
It looks pretty similar.
Looks a little bit closer to the Rogue One armor, but
he has the beard. Which that doesn't make sense if it's closer to Rogue One, because Jedi Fallen Order is 5 years after Revenge of the Sith. Meanwhile, Rebels is 14 years after Revenge of the Sith.
Right.
Yeah.
But, well, I mean, whatever. It's an in-between look.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. I mean, they could also, like some people were saying in the chat, they could reuse Saw and do a Gaming Greats Saw. So...
Yeah, Gaming Greats Deluxe Saw, another $35 GameStop markup to 40.
Well, here's GameStop always charges extra. It's exclusive and it's deluxe, so it would be like $50.
It'd be like a weird price. It'd be like $52, like they do for some things.
Right. Yeah, the $52, like Surtur. Even though Surtur's well worth the $52.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, Lucas, I definitely agree. Like from a business standpoint, Rogue One would be like the one that would sell more because it's major motion picture. But for me personally,
it makes total sense that it would be the Rogue One version. But honestly, I think I'll buy it anyway because who knows if we'll ever get another even wave of Rebels figures or obviously we'll get Clone Wars figures up the ass, but they'll all be exclusive. So but like it's been a long time since we've got any Rebels figures. I mean, obviously it's because it's not relevant, but they kind of just had to finish Zeb out of like pure obligation.
Yeah.
And then after that, they're like, all right,
which Zeb didn't come with Jack.
Yeah.
No,
came with his bow. What is that thing called? I'm a fake fan. I haven't seen Rebels in a while.
I couldn't tell you.
Was it a bowcaster? No, bowcaster's Chewbacca.
No, it's not bowcaster.
It's like a very culturally significant like staff that also is like a blast.
Right.
Chat, let me know what that is.
But yeah, Jeremy was pointing out General Veers coming with the extra set of armor. Yeah, and Cal being loaded for $29.99.
Should have done that with Thrawn.
Cal will probably be the last.
What's up, Jonathan?
Like great deluxe figure.
Bow rifle. Okay, I had it, Mr. Jetster. And David Plank, what's up?
What's up, David? But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, good point, Jonathan Anderson. Rebels will be more relevant when Ahsoka comes out. True. Very true.
Ooh, 90 people. I didn't even notice. We got 90 people in here.
What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning in today.
Yeah.
I still really want that protocol droid from Rebels, Chopper's buddy.
Oh, AP5.
Yeah, I'm mad we haven't gotten him yet.
Yes,
and that more droids and stuff.
That would be so easy to do, and then they could just endlessly reuse that in different color variations, like when we see that same protocol droid, I believe is in the Death Star, and it's like silver.
Yeah, there's a silver variant. There's the black one.
Well,
I think there's a shiny black and matte black. So
those droids are Imperial droids, and AP5 is like a defector. He somehow like with his programming or something. What's up, Mark Hauser?
What's up, Mark?
And what's up, Volts?
Yeah, everyone's saying Agent Callus. Absolutely, we love to see Agent Callus.
Can we get the big Loth Wolf too?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
That would be right up your alley, David.
Would you guys get a Krykna spider from Rebels and then the ones that show up in The Mandalorian? Or would that be too creepy?
No spiders.
I would buy them and hate looking at them. I think there are those spiders, you can buy them at like Galaxy's Edge, and they're like decently sized, so like you could fudge them in with the collection.
I think I remember seeing them there actually when I went there a couple months ago. I think I remember them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, thank you. Gotta rep the Red Letter Media. Very cool Nerd Crew shirt. Very rare these days.
Spiders.
Everyone's saying no spider. I mean, I hate spiders with a burning passion. The other day, I had a terrible moment. I had some food DoorDash to my apartment, and I opened my apartment door, and I just see this spider like sitting right on the cusp of like the entryway into my apartment, and I was like, oh God. And then it started like, it expanded its legs out, and I was just like, nope, and just absolutely crushed it.
Yeah.
I was like, this thing, it was totally like one of those moments where
your apartment has spider invasions, it has aliens.
Yeah.
Like,
damn. That's because I live on the first floor, and first floor apartments always get more bugs and stuff.
Nice. All right, but
excuse me.
Oh, excuse you.
Yeah.
One of our other
I'm muted
topics,
my mic though.
Oh, okay.
I'm muted my mic.
One of our other topics, we had a little rant going on. Pre-ordering trouble and shenanigans that we've been experiencing.
I think, David, you should lead with this one.
Yeah.
What's
going on? What's going on?
So it's these companies with their pre-orders are just so annoying. Now, I know the shipment delays. Can't fault anyone on that. It's a nightmare for everybody. But when, for example, Target, the culprit here, with their nonstop, your order is delayed, you need to confirm this. And then like a day later, your order is delayed, confirm this for the same thing. It's like, I just confirmed it. Why are you making me confirm it again? I had the problem with the Happy Hogan and the Midas Iron Man Mark 21. I don't even know. There's so many of them. But that 2-pack, that was Target exclusive, which I pre-ordered day one within the first 10 minutes back in like May. And I get a notification, your thing is delayed. You need to confirm it. I go and confirm it. Think I'm good. Not even 2 days later, they sent another one that just got buried in the emails. So I found out what happened with it. Got buried. Never seen it. Didn't know about it. And then I go looking, and it's like I get an email a week later, your order's canceled. And I'm like, what do you mean it's canceled? I called their customer service. I talked to them. I'm like, hey, this just got canceled like 3 hours ago. Can I have it back? No, we're sorry. It's sold out. But where'd my order that I had go? If I had it ordered, it's still there. It didn't go back up for order. It's been out of stock for like 2 months. You know, like it's just like, that's the most frustrating thing to me is when you got to keep confirming your order's delayed. Like Walmart just flat out, they're like, hey, it's delayed. You're good to go. You don't got to do nothing. Amazon, sometimes you got to go there and be like, hey, this is delayed. Confirm it.
Right.
Which is fine, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, Jeremy's saying that Walmart canceled all 4 of his shock troopers. Gotta love it. No rhyme or reason. Yeah, our experience, Nate and myself, recently, we forgot to mention this on the last episode of Figure It Out, but our Imperial Crosshairs and it was like Imperial Crosshair got delayed first to, I want to say late October, was it? Yeah, late October, and then a week later, I got the shock trooper email. Because at first I was like, well, the shock trooper didn't get delayed. That's good. But then I got that dreaded email. What's up, David C? Thanks for joining us.
There's so many Davids.
Yeah.
The David Army.
It's a bummer because I think these pushbacks are honestly starting to affect the channel as well. Because like we just don't have Black Series we don't have figures to review. The last thing, and it's like, thank goodness I found the freaking Walmart, the one case they had of the Costco Reeves tech. And we were able to get that whole wave and get all of those figures reviewed, because those were like the last reviews we did other than your Flame Trooper for just Black Series. Right. So it's like all this stuff is getting pushed back. I'm like, damn, like we need to get creative here on Out of the Basement with our content and like get some stuff going in between figures.
Yeah. Thankfully, like the Mando model kit came out, so I could cover that. But I mean, I am going to be doing a NECA review on the channel. For some time this week, even though it's going to be a little late, but it's part 7 Jason, so it's got to go on the channel. But
right.
Yeah, and then, so we got the Shock Trooper delay, and then so David, back to your Happy Hogan shenanigans. Then you were talking to me about this, so we were talking about it. I knew you were looking for that set. I was trying my hardest to make sure that we could find one for you, because I know you're a huge Iron Man fan, so I got to imagine that set is pretty essential to your collection, especially with a Happy Hogan figure in there.
Yeah, for sure. Collecting all the MCU, just all the Iron Man armors in general. I have every Marvel Legend one almost. It was like, that one was just like, all right, I'm pissed now. Like that was like, all right, this was ordered in the first 5 minutes. Come on.
Right. So I remember I was just scrolling on Target's app, because I'll do that and I'll check in the stuff that's like out of stock or whatever, just to see if it's like popping back up. And lo and behold, a few days later, I just see it there, add to cart for that 2-pack. So I was like, holy shit, and sent you the link, and you ended up getting it in time, which is great. But then it's just like so random. It's like, so why'd they cancel your pre-order to begin with when it was going to be in stock a few days later, and it sat in stock for a solid amount of time? It's probably still even in stock right now.
I probably ordered my old pre-order again. That's probably the most like annoying thing, is they're like, hey, we're going to cancel a ton of pre-orders, then make it go in stock. It's like the thing Amazon was doing, where they were canceling pre-orders and like bumping them up to that like $22 to $25 price, which is annoying too. It's just like, it's just weird, scummy company tactics that they do, which is annoying.
Right. That's something we didn't mention, is that they will, like specifically with my experience with Walmart, they will push back pre-orders or cancel pre-orders only for them to make it in stock on their web, or like available for pre-order. Right. Why would you delay pre-orders and cancel pre-orders and then just open the pre-orders back up? We got the money. It's not that we don't have the money in our accounts, because David, I heard you were having some like charge issues with them.
Yeah. Target likes to do phantom charges, where they just take the money out of your account if it's like a debit card. So they'll just flat out take it. Whereas like on a credit card, it sits there as pending, because the credit card company won't let it go through.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, 98 people. Let's get to 100.
Let's get 100. Hit like.
Come on now.
You got the really other annoying thing about Walmart though, where they like to release they like put the thing up for order, and you order it and it starts shipping for those people before the people that pre-ordered like day one, which is like the most annoying thing of Walmart.
Yeah.
Walmart's website. I mean,
and then the figures show up in store 6 months before your pre-orders, which the very definition of pre-order, you're supposed to get it before everyone else. Like, imagine if you pre-ordered like a video game or something, you go there, they're like, oh, we don't have it. But then it's like, you don't get it, but then everyone else can get it who didn't pre-order. Like, what is going on with their definition of the word pre-order?
And like, especially with Walmart lately, where they've been shipping a lot of like figures in just like bubble mailers. So it's like you pre-order an exclusive collectible from Walmart, expecting it to show up in like decent shape, and then turns out they've origamied your vintage card back.
Which, it's very important to point out that I don't blame the individual employees. I blame the company for probably their incredibly toxic, abusive tactic, especially a company like Walmart who has
Yeah.
a history of abusing their employees. I mean, Amazon as well,
Well,
peeing in bottles
right.
and everything. So I blame the company structure.
Then you
Right.
get like FedEx and UPS who like to just not care about packages anyways.
Yep, they'll kick that shit, like punt it to your door.
Dude,
Yeah.
my Sentinel Iron Man that I got, the Deluxe Black Edition one or whatever,
Mhm.
got that like 2-3 weeks ago. That box came open, completely crushed, and I saw the figure through the box because it was open. And I was like, what do you mean? Why? Why is this like this? I spent $90 on this damn thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, that's another
all.
thing. Jay Martin brings up a good point. He
Hmm.
found they found the archive Leia at Target yesterday, so I got to cancel that pre-order. I can't believe those figures are showing up in Targets. I've been checking with no success.
My Target's bone dry. I did, I was very close, Justin, to securing you a Part 7 Jason at my local Target because
I gotta find one.
They had the other figures that are coming in the same case pack, but of course, all the Jasons were already gone. But I saw the reissue of Evil Dead 2 Ash. So that was pretty sweet to see in store. I had that figure a while back and I got rid of it just because I bought the single release of Hero Ash, which is, obviously like the better Evil Dead 2 look in my opinion. So I was like, I don't really need this other figure.
Yeah.
But it's cool that figure's out back in circulation again. I wish they would bring the 2-pack back out that you have, because that thing goes for some serious money these days.
It was a Christmas present, so
not that you'd want to sell that. That's a great set.
But because that's like, it's one of my new crusades that I'm on is not paying shipping. I like companies, especially like the two, because I never order from Walmart unless it's an exclusive that I'm trying to pre-order. I hate Walmart. I try not to support them as much as I can. But when it comes to Target and GameStop, I'm sick of these corporations charging like insane shipping where it like puts the total damn near over $40 for one figure. And I'm just like, I can't handle doing that anymore. And I know how expensive it is to ship figures, but like big corporate companies, they have, more resources and more, like they have a means of shipping figures to where they don't have to charge like that amount of money for shipping to put the total damn near over $40, because GameStop does it and Target does it now. Because I tried ordering the NECA Jason, but then the total was like almost over 40, and I was like I just can't. I know I'm gonna find it in store.
Well, and on top of that, it's not an exclusive figure. It's just that we're such huge Friday the 13th fans that we just want to get our hands on it now, especially since this figure was almost delayed an entire year before it was able to finally be released somehow, some way.
Right.
Also, thank you, Jonathan, for becoming a member of the channel. We certainly appreciate that very much.
Thanks.
Justin, roll the clip.
You both really stepped up in the heat of battle. Both of you showed valor out there. Real courage. You're both officially being made ARC troopers.
Thank you, Jonathan. Your support goes a long way. Appreciate any and all channel support you guys give us. But we also appreciate the ones who choose to just like and watch. It's good too. Thank you. And what's up, Black Series Bro BSB?
Hey, how's it going? And we've also got some exciting stuff coming for like.
I might just show it during the stream. Because why not?
I mean, I wouldn't be against that. It's not like it's anything super secretive, but we do have like custom member badges. But just to kind of get back to the topic.
What were we talking about? What's going on?
So my recent pre-order fiasco was also with Target's website. It was with the Target exclusive figures coming out, the Antok Merrick and Galen Urso. Two figures that, I'm just not risking it with them being Target exclusive because our Targets are so spotty. Sometimes certain exclusives they'll have mountains of, and then the very next exclusive they'll get a case of, and then they'll never get another one. So usually with Target stuff, I just say, forget it. I'm just going to pre-order it so I can just be done with it.
Right.
So
they're usually so good at stocking their stuff, at least in our area. Like they're really, really good at stocking their, especially NECA Jasons. I've seen every single NECA Ultimate Jason like within the past month. Like they're still getting restocked and they're still selling, which that's so nice to see.
Right.
So I've no doubt that like eventually I'm gonna find a Part 7 Jason.
But this, so I got the delay email for Antok and Galen Urso, and I ordered them in the same order. So I got a delay email for both of them, but it only let me approve the delay for Galen Urso. So I'm sitting there, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning because they send what's up, Gentugo? They send you these emails at 3:30 in the morning when you're dead asleep. I mean, granted, they give you a decent window of time to respond, but hello, not Obi-Wan. It's so they wouldn't let me approve Antok. So I started freaking out because Antok's pre-orders were sold out at the time.
Right.
And I was like, here we go. Like I like get in the Target chat and I'm like talking to the representative or whatever. And I'm just like, hey, you know, like I need to approve the delay on this. And then I was just kind of like, by the way, like, could you like, not that I was assuming they'd have any information, but I was like, why do you guys do the delay system? I was just like, someone like me.
I'm interested in this. I'm interested.
Because I was just, you know, I wasn't being mean or anything, but I was like, someone like me who's an avid collector, when I pre-order something, that means I want it. I'm not going to change my mind if it gets delayed till the end of the month, or even if it gets delayed into oblivion. If I want it, I want it. And that's why I pre-ordered it. So it's like doing the stupid approve the delay. It's like, why? I pre-ordered it. I want it. If it's getting delayed, I don't care. And I feel like most collectors share that very same opinion with me.
Right.
So just like, especially at a time like now when pre-orders are constantly getting delayed because of all the mass shipping issues that are going on worldwide. So it's like, why on planet Earth are they doing this other than to just like mess with you? That's literally what it seems like. They just want to mess with you and get you back looking at the Target app so maybe you'll like go buy something else.
Yeah.
I hate those tactics. I mean, they probably work because it's like, what's the grocery store where you have to have a membership? And they put like
Costco,
Sam's Club, I think.
Yeah, I was thinking of Costco, but like there's like a specific thing. I always see this example. They put it in the back of the store. So like you have to go to the back of the store. And then when you're on your way back, you're like, I'm going to buy this, this, and that. And that's also like a theory of why, well, not really a theory, but like exclusive figures. Like you're going to go into Walmart or Target, pick up your carbonized Mandalorian, and you're going to go, oh, look at this, a 55-inch 4K TV. I'll pick that up too. Like,
right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I wonder how, like, what is the efficiency? What is the effectiveness?
It's like the last minute like purchasing. From working in a retail position, I know how they operate with their like thing like that, because they always like to put that like last minute cheap little things right at the counter, for example. So they're like, oh, you're gonna get this too, and sometimes it works, but I don't know why they do it when there's people that are buying something for like a collector purpose. Like, you know, it's like nobody's gonna want to buy other stuff. They're already limited on what they buy because they buy so much damn plastic anyways.
Right. And it's just like that kind of stuff like just makes me angry. It makes me want to cancel all my pre-orders from Target.
Yeah.
But it's you know, of course they're exclusive and you're not guaranteed to find them in store. And now granted, I know I saw the chat, someone said that they think these two figures are going to peg warm. And I could definitely see that, but it all depends on how many are sent to each and every store.
Right. Yeah. Are they going to actually stock their own exclusives? That's the question.
I could also see these two figures being underproduced because they're like, you know, just essentially Antok Merrick is a background character in Rogue One, and Galen Urso has like, you know, like 5 minutes of screen time. So
and no accessories.
Like,
right. So it's like I could totally see them underproducing these figures to avoid them peg warming, like characters like that.
Which seems to be what they're doing anyway. They seem to be underproducing everything. Right. Where it's like, no, like, it's not the Rogue One peg warming wave. Like, people want Casca Reeves tech or a Sing. Yeah. Like, we want those, so stock them.
Right. And it seems like, you know, obviously the figures are made in waves, but they're also made in waves on like a production level.
Right.
So it's like they produced the Casca Reeves tech wave and sent out like, you know, a bunch to Walmart's early and some other like online retailers, but then it wasn't enough to fulfill the pre-orders. So it was, now they're sitting there and they got to produce more, and people's orders are getting pushed further and further back. So it's
right.
It's just you can't tell anymore what's going to be a peg warmer and what's not going to be a peg warmer, because the production is like,
Queel is a peg warmer and it's an alien.
Yeah,
like, that's surprising.
But then
those were probably overproduced.
But then again, those figures aren't even peg warming in our area. I know in other areas they definitely are. But
yeah, I was going to say, like, people are sending photos all the time in our Discord, link in the description for that Discord. Join the Discord. And people are sending, like, photos all the time of, like, Grief, nothing but Grief and Queel. Right. Because for some reason, Darkseid Ray and Moff, well, I can see why Moff Gideon always sells, but, like, Darkseid Ray, people wanted that.
Maybe people want to use. Maybe they want to use her for like the custom.
She's definitely probably custom fodder for sure.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about this Infernal Hippo here. He's one of our favorite Canadians, and he has his local Toys R Us, and like, no joke, you guys, his Toys R Us is stocked to the brim, to the point where these figures are peg warming, and it's the Target exclusive Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, Clone Pilot Hawk, Anakin, and Obi-Wan, or Echo. They're peg warming.
Those pictures in the Discord, it's just like mountains of all four of those figures, mountains of them.
It's ridiculous. Different stores. Okay. But we had to claw our way into the Target store and coordinate with 50,000 different people, and
coordinate with David, who found our Obi-Wans all the way in Florida.
Yeah.
With David, we coordinated with Vader X Bricks. We had that other guy who lives a few cities away. We had to do so much freaking digging, and it was a damn treasure hunt. And here Canada is with peg warming US-based store exclusives, and they're peg warming in Canada. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it's
okay. Only one store had Echo. I got. Let's be fair.
Okay.
I mean, Echo's he's gonna be the one that sells out though, because people want to just custom him.
Yeah.
Right. Because you could just turn him into pretty much any ARC Trooper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Darkseid. I've never even seen Darkseid Ray in person.
Yeah,
it's at my GameStop right now. If you want to pick it up, Nate.
Oh no, thank you.
Which, dude, my local GameStop. It's one of the half and half stores, so it's half video game oriented, half collectibles.
Mm-hmm.
And they had, I want to say 8 or 10 of the Gaming Greats boxes, and I was like, oh my god, here it is, the Flame Trooper. Because kind of going back to the shipping thing, that's why I'm not getting a Flame Trooper, because I'm not buying one figure and paying almost $40 for it, because it's also $26.49. I hate GameStop, even though they're pretty good at stocking their stuff pretty regularly, but I just refuse to pay $40 for a standard figure. So I've been trying to find it, and I see 10 of the Gaming Greats boxes, and they are all Rocket Troopers. I was like, no.
I mean,
which
that's sweet,
fantastic
though.
figure. Fantastic figure. So I don't know, David, if you wanted to pick that one up, just go to my local GameStop over here.
I forget that one exists sometimes, just because of the fact that I haven't seen it anywhere in store. And it's also, you know, the only sequel figure that they've really done lately, so I just forget the thing exists.
But what were you gonna say?
No, sorry, we both got distracted by Yeehaw's. Good luck with the quiz, Yeehaw. Good luck. But
Quizlet, bro. You didn't get it from me, but Quizlet. But you didn't get that from me.
But it still is great that GameStop is at least getting stock of the Rocket Trooper because it, at the end of the day, is an army builder as well. So
yeah,
your GameStop, though, Justin, is always great for finding Black Series figures. They eventually will get that, their exclusives. It just might take a while. And
Isn't
I'm
it
still
weird that they have 10 though?
Right.
Yeah.
Because GameStop splits up their cases.
Yeah.
I'm like, did they just like hog the entire case?
Besides 2 of them. So they sent probably one to the other GameStop and one to the other GameStop in the area or something like that.
Yeah.
But that gives I think that's great hope for you though in finding the Flame Trooper. And I wish
Dude, I've been trying so hard because again I think Sleeping Collectibles got to me. It's like I'm not gonna pre-order this one, I'm gonna find it in stores.
Right.
Especially on something where you pay insane shipping.
David, did you pick up a Flame Trooper from Jedi Fallen Order?
I didn't. I did the same thing Justin did where I didn't want to order 2 of them. So I didn't want to pay. It was like $32 to something with the shipping, $36. It was like almost double, close to double or whatever. It was like I'm not going to do that for 1 figure, and I don't want 2 of it, at least right off the bat. Like if I could get a second one like later cheaper, I did the same thing with was it the Night Brother or whatever, that one?
Yeah.
I didn't get him, and I didn't get the Wookiee from KOTOR. Skip that too. Yeah, because I'm not paying that price for 1 figure. I'm not doing it.
Right, Jonathan Anderson. That's what we're talking about. I know it's in stock in their store, but for some reason it's not in stock to ship to my store or any in our surrounding area. For some reason, it's only in stock if you want to ship it to your house and pay that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't. It's not even like the orders with GameStop. You could just order whatever figures, and it's like, oh, it's free shipping. It's like it has to be the release date of the same day to get free shipping. And it's so annoying with that.
Yep, that's why I ended up getting 2 Flame Troopers and 2 Night Brothers, because it was like ultimately you're saving like a little bit of money and you're getting 2 figures.
It's literally a few dollars more and you're getting 2 figures.
You spend like an extra $5, $10 at that, and you get a figure out of it. Yeah.
So it was like, okay, why wouldn't I? But no, I totally get that. And at least GameStop typically stocks their exclusives pretty well. So
yeah.
Lone Wolf, Flame
get
Trooper, Flame Trooper's in stock at GameStop's website, GameStop.com.
Or I'm sure EB Games in Canada.
Should I? I'm going to do a live check of my Zalbar pre-order to see if it still says July 31st.
And that's like another thing. I know I'm a privileged American, and I'm like, this is literally at the very low priority. Like, where's my toys? Like, it's a very low priority in my life. I'm not really.
No.
But why do Americans why are United States based stores, just GameStop, Target, Walgreens? Why do we not get the figure? But it's like not every other country, but like the big, heavily collector country, like Canada, the United Kingdom. You guys are getting pre-orders for 212th Clone Trooper. It's like Walgreens is a US-based store, but we get no pre-orders and we get no stock. And it's like, just, you've got to be lucky and go in there and find it. But if you're in Canada, you can just pre-order it from EB Games. I think EB Games is the one you pre-order it from.
Yep.
What is going on here?
Still says July 31st. So I'm waiting, GameStop. I'm waiting. You're about a month.
July 31st.
Yeah, it still says July 31st, 2021 is when I'll be receiving that figure. So I'm waiting. GameStop.
David, I know toys are important, but I don't mean to come off like I'm an American and I deserve to have everything first. I'm just wondering why do we have to struggle so much to get US exclusives?
probably two factors to it. It's because since it is US based for those figures up there being exclusive, the online versions in other countries and areas, that's the only way they'll get them is online, so they let them do pre-orders. Whereas the US, the stores want you in, like we already talked about, where you could try and buy more crap while you're there.
But Walgreens is a damn pharmacy, and we're not like that. I seriously, like, sure, Target, Walmart, they actually have like sizable, decent toy sections. They're a big box retailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Walgreens, A, it's a pharmacy. B, they split up their cases. C, they have stuff. They still have like Jack Who Finn.
Yeah.
Right.
And they don't stock their Black Series. So, like, I don't understand the whole I guess, like, I think Walgreens exclusive might be the most egregious one, even though have had luck finding, like, General Veers, prototype Boba Fett was Peg Warman at your Walgreens, Nate. It's like we have had success, but it's like such random, like, there's no release date. It's going to be one of those situations where Yak Face or Kylo Collector post found in random US city Walgreens. Yep. Check yours now, and then we're all going to be scrambling to get that 212.
Yep. I mean, the same thing happened for the Clone Trooper Lieutenant. It like went up on Walgreens website to buy, not to pre-order, to buy, and then it was like, oh yeah, by the way, it's also in stores too. So good luck. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, Walgreens also has like a fossil of an online website too. It's just a nightmare to do anything on there. So maybe that's why they don't do pre-orders, because the people that run it don't know how to do their website anyways.
Right. Like I always talk about, the last thing I pre-ordered on Walgreens website was the Marvel Legends Moon Knight. They're exclusive.
Oh yeah.
And I
Which
found
I have.
Right. Because I found it in stores 6 months before my pre-order was fulfilled. So I was literally like, why did it take so long? I found it in stores ages ago. And then it was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about it until I saw, because it had been so long and I got the figure, until I randomly saw an email from Walgreens and it was like, your pre-order shipped. And then I was like, hey, David, need a Walgreens Moon Knight?
I never even seen that thing go up for pre-order either. That's the weirdest part.
Yeah, it was a very brief window, because like you were saying, Walgreens, their website is it literally feels like it's from like 2002. It's so archaic.
And they give them
exclusives.
They give them exclusives. Or like, why would they? Because I know it's all about the money. They're making money out of these deals, but why would they even think of Walgreens as like?
They give them important characters too. Like Moon Knight,
Obi-Wan Kenobi, they gave him the Tartakovsky Clone Wars Obi-Wan.
They gave him they gave him Iron Man 2020, Moon Knight. They got a whole wave of cosmic figures for Marvel Legends. The Fantastic Four was all exclusive. Star Wars has had some big ones. I mean, Power Rangers, given the first Dino Thunder, the White Ranger to them, it's like, come on, what are you doing?
Remember, Empire Strikes Back, C-3PO was a Walgreens exclusive.
Yeah, with the silver leg, the most iconic look of 3PO.
His most iconic look.
And if people are gonna go, oh, it gets you in the store, gets you looking around. Hell no! You know how many times I've been in Walgreens to check the toy aisle, and they're looking at me like I'm crazy because I spend like 10 seconds in the store and then I'm rushing out.
Yep.
And they're always giving you that look, like, why are you leaving? Yep. Like, why did you come in here if you're not going to buy anything?
Yeah.
I had this conversation the other day with some people. Like, that's the exact same reason why I hate going to GameStop and Walgreens, because it's like I walk in, they're like, oh, hey, how's it going? And it's like, I'm just here to look at this one section and leave. I don't want anything else.
Oh, yeah. Like,
it's just so awkward.
GameStop is really awkward. It's like you kind of got to train them. Like, I feel like mine knows what I'm in there for, because I do the same thing every week. I come in and I look at the section and then I walk out.
But then
I don't want to pre-order Call of Duty Advanced Warfare 2037. Like I don't.
The only problem is that the turnover rate is so bad at GameStop. The employees are different every time you walk in, except for your GameStop, where there's that one old guy that has been working there for like 400 years.
He's cool.
Been a game
he knows what I'm there for. He knows what I'm there for.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you're like, not here for video games. I'm here for toys.
Because who buys physical copies of? Yeah, even though we're huge supporters of physical media.
Oh, and now Richard brings up a great point with Macy's. Yeah, because Macy's recently got large shipments in a lot of areas of the new vintage collection, Maul and Ahsoka and the Off-World Jawa, in maybe preparation for their little Toys R Us thing that they're doing, but craziness, crazy. Like, we're really gonna have to add Macy's onto the checklist of the places we go hunt in our area.
Do we? Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not familiar. Because I don't go to the mall ever because our mall doesn't have any stores that I'm interested in. Is that a Macy's or is that a JCPenney?
There was both. Yeah.
They're both. Okay. See, our mall is in the process of dying.
Yeah,
it is. Sadly, it's kind of sad.
Which, by the way, Dick's Sporting Goods is now leaving the mall and going across the street. So that's another big box store.
Every wing of our mall, like every big box wing,
they closed the GameStop in there.
Which you used to work at for a long time, David. They closed the GameStop. They closed the Disney store. They closed Sears. They closed Carson's Perry Scott. And Dick's Sporting Goods is leaving now and going across the street. Yeah. So
they have nothing left there.
They got nothing.
Our mall it's kind of interesting though. It's like I like going into the mall still because it's like slowly turning into a barren wasteland, and it's going to be one of those things where there's going to be like 3 stores and everything else is going to be empty, but you're still going to be able to like walk around.
You go for FYE and that's it.
Yep. Yeah. That's literally what I do now is I go into FYE and then I leave right away.
I don't know if you've been to Michigan City lately, but there is a mall there that is just you can go in it and it's one store and then everything else is blocked off. Like they have this giant glass barrier and you can look in and it's just an abandoned mall. Dang. And it's very sad. There's just one tiny little store you can go into and then the rest of the entire building is abandoned. But we do have a new member here, Mr. Grudge.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Grudge.
Becoming a member, dude. Let me find the video to play if I can bring that up.
You both really stepped up in the heat of battle. Both of you showed valor out there. Real courage. You're both officially being made ARC troopers.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, Paige saying, "Oh shoot, we might have to walk through Macy's. What a bummer. Would be a shame if you had to drag your girlfriend with."
Yes. Yeah, what a shame.
Macy's that's a clothing department store?
Yeah. It's like clothing. Okay. They've got like the perfume section.
Is it kind of like a JCPenney?
It's literally the same thing as JCPenney.
Okay.
It's just a different store name.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's like one of those places where it's like when Kohl's randomly had figures for a while. I mean, I'm sure they still do, but it's like Kohl's getting figures.
Yeah, they're actually really decent for Lego.
Right? Yeah.
And I remember back in the day, I think Bucky actually found the Rebels Ahsoka at Kohl's.
Yeah. Yeah. We used to have Black Series in our area. I haven't seen a Black Series figure. Because I do frequent Kohl's quite a bit with my girlfriend, and I'm always check the little kitty toy corner, but they never.
Yeah, gotta check the toy corner. But yeah, our mall is it's slowly dying. It's sad because I spent a lot of my childhood, teenage years hanging out at the mall, but at the same time, they did it to themselves. Like the concept of a mall is just kind of a dead idea. Online shopping. Online shopping's completely destroyed the mall because
I was gonna say online shopping has absolutely decimated the business structure, like the classical business structure.
Yeah, but they could have adapted. You know, I think a mall could survive in modern times. It's just all the stores in the mall are paying that premium price to be in the mall, so then all their products are more expensive, and it's
The
if they could have figured out a way to do something with the mall type, I think
a little
mall
bit
would
of
be just fine.
back end knowledge for the GameStop with our mall. It was like 3 times the price of that GameStop to be there to rent that space compared to the big one outside of it. It was they could have like 3 to 4 stores for what they were paying for that spot. So it's like, yeah, that makes sense as a business standpoint to knock it out.
Yep. And they just like shut the doors on that one. They didn't have they didn't even have like a going away. They were just like done.
There was no warning. That was the thing. We knew, and it was done the next week. It was supposed to be a month. They were supposed to have a month there, and then COVID escalated that, and they were like gone.
They were like, never mind.
Which is silly, because if you guys in the chat have seen some of our older vlogs, you will know that like one of the bigger like business oriented cities that we visit and vlog in a lot has 3 GameStops. Well, the one in the mall closed, but they have 3 GameStops within less than a minute of each other.
Yep.
And it's very, very weird because one of them is like the bigger one, and then there's like a super, super tiny one, and it's on the same road. It's like in this same like strip mall.
I worked
business
at the super
district.
tiny one. That was the one I worked at for like a month and a half.
I worked there for a day. It was just a fill-in position for the day.
Yeah, I was just like holiday help, and I was like, man, this job is really boring. It's just and all the people coming in. I distinctly remember someone wanting a specific version of Skylanders, and it was like $1, but like we didn't have it. They had to drive to like Portage or something.
The best and worst part about that job, working at that company, is the interactions with people. You get some of the best interactions and some of the worst.
I could only imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because obviously, there are some GameStop employees that are very cool, and they don't bug you about pre-ordering everything under the sun. They know that I just want to look at the toys, man. I just want to look at the toys. And if I want to pre-order something, they have to ask.
Yeah. And they have to ask. Well, it's like same thing with like FYE does that. You want to sign up for our magazine? You want to sign up for a monthly calendar? You want to sign up for our rewards program? Like, I really can't stand that aspect of like customer service. I would hate to be the employee, and I hate to be the customer. That's when it's not the right thing to do.
Being on both ends of that, I could definitely say it sucks either way, because you feel bad saying no, but it's like, I'm not spending more money when I'm here. And then it's like, if you don't get them to do it, then you hear it from the higher up end of, hey, your store sucks. You're not getting these numbers.
Hey, Carter.
What's up, Carter?
Yeah. And it's just like, I'm the kind of person that the more you leave me alone, the more likely I am to like spend some money.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be bothered while I'm looking at things.
And they're like staring you down, and it's like the pressure's on.
Yeah.
And you're like, please just go back to your conversation before I walked in the store. You guys can talk about whatever random thing you were talking about before I walked in, because there's no one else in the store. So you walk in, they're talking, and then they instantly are just like, oh. And it's like, just pretend like I'm not here. I just want to look at the toys and leave, or buy something if there's something here.
Honestly, most of that just comes from being alone for like 3 hours, and you finally get someone, you're like, social interaction, and you just want to talk.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I totally get that. It's just like, sometimes you're just like, please leave me alone. But yeah, GameStop employees got it rough, so I can't ever I can't diss on any GameStop employee because they get treated like crap. So
yeah, but we do have a David recommended, a Wolfstalker recommended topic to talk about today.
Oh boy,
we're about an hour and 15 minutes in here. We could get into that.
True. Real quick though, let's just answer Yeehaw's question. Yes, we're gonna go see Halloween Kills. I'm not excited about it.
So here's the thing.
I'm still gonna go see it anyway.
We both hated Halloween 2018. But for some reason, I like the trailer of Halloween Kills. I don't know what it is.
I disagree. I think the trailer looks pretty bad. But anyways.
But yeah, we're excited. But I want to announce something a little bit beforehand, because I'd imagine, because it is action figure line you wish existed. So it's not Black Series oriented, so we might drop off some people who do that, and that's fine if you're just here for our Black Series talk. So before we do that, I wanted to just announce Nate is finally doing a painting stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central, because tomorrow is Labor Day?
Yep.
Right? Okay. We have our day off from work, and
So
Nate will be doing a painting stream. So, Mr. David Edge, I know you're going to be very happy. There's the thumbnail.
That's perfect.
Come,
great thumbnail.
Come join us tomorrow, or join me. It's just going to be me, but I am going to be painting my Mando model kit, which is over there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long it's going to go on for, but I just thought it would be fun because a lot of people have been asking for the painting video, but I figured it'd probably make more sense to do a live stream rather than a video. So
I would agree with that.
I just figured that, I'm going to be painting up the model kit, just going to be me on my day off since I've got some free time. So I was like, yes, I'm going to paint this on stream. And then, of course, the thumbnail idea, like, how are you not going to Photoshop your own face onto Bob Ross's face for a painting live stream? So that's at 1 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, 1 p.m. Central time over here.
Yeah. Come hang out. I
just wanted to announce that before we get into our final topic here.
Yes.
All right, Nate, I'm going to drop off a ton of stuff. I need you to paint them for me.
All right. I got you, buddy. I'll paint your Warhammer stuff.
That thing's been sitting here for like 2 months.
I finished my
happy little Yoda.
I don't know if I showed you this, David, but I did finish my Battle Sister.
I did see her. She looks really good. It made me so tempted to buy one of her and paint it like what the gold label is, because I know I'll never get the gold label one.
Right. Unless it just randomly shows up in stores again.
Yeah.
Like oh, I'm sorry, that's probably really loud. But it like the Warhammer, whatever that one, Blood something Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Randomly just comes back in stock months later. I
found like that picture I sent you. I think I found like 3 or 4 of it with like 6 of the Ezreal or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
At just that one Walmart.
Dude, and that Ezreal figure would be so sweet because did you notice on the back of the package, the red paint is like the whole face, but on the figure, it's only like the nose and mouth.
I didn't pay attention to it. I bought it. So
yeah. Look at the back.
Have it look at it at some point.
Yeah, look at the back of the box. That version of the figure looks amazing, but they changed like the size of the red paint on the face. Mm-hmm. But thank you, Collecting Star Wars. I used my very, very rudimentary Photoshop abilities to make that. But that's kind of the charm. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't look good, but I don't really care because it's just supposed to put that idea in your head. It's not supposed to be perfect because I barely know how to use Photoshop.
I'll do a Lego one eventually.
Okay.
All right.
I see what you mean on the Ezreal, and now I'm disappointed, and now I don't want
it. Right? Like the promo picture looks so good, and then the figure, you're just like,
They went from giving him a full-on like superhero face mask to a COVID mask, and it's just over his nose and mouth.
Mm-hmm. It's
that's depressing.
Yeah, I'm sorry I had to ruin that for you, but that was like the first thing I noticed about that figure, and I was like, ugh.
Now when I do my review of it, I have something to complain about. Thank you.
There you go.
I'm just gonna remove his head and put someone else's head on there. Just make him a custom figure.
Seriously. Yeah,
I'll
Justin,
tell you
what's gonna be your next Lego set?
Okay, remember when I said I want to keep it prequel era?
Uh-huh.
There's this super cool like Mandalorian one coming out where it's like the armor and the.
I knew it
because it's like one of those cheap. It's one of those small and cheaper sets that are still really cool. But I don't know. I kind of do want to keep it Clone Wars, though. So I've been eyeing that damn Mandalorian starfighter that comes with Bo-Katan, the Mandaloyalist, and Gar Saxon.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh.
I would. That armor set is dope. Like, I saw that and I was like, I thought it literally in my head. I was like, Justin should get this. Like, this thing was sick.
Because, it's my size. It's not one of the bigger, more expensive sets. Although I did see that Imperial Light Cruiser at Walmart the other day, and I was like, whoa.
Was it the $800 one, or was
no?
it
It's like the Mandalorian one. So it comes with like Din, Moff Gideon, etc., etc.
Right.
So
Lego is such a dangerous rabbit hole.
It is. It is. I mean, I don't have that many. Just that top left that you see there.
I had to stop because speaking of, I didn't know you collected the Halo Mega Constructs.
Yeah, those are in storage somewhere because I just did not have enough space.
Yeah, that's what made me stop doing action figures for a long time because I've been collecting those nonstop for years.
Those are cool.
But
I love those. That's my entire room.
What's up, Chen Razzie?
Now there's a new. What's up, Chen? Now there's a new Halo rabbit hole. To jump down.
I told myself I would never get into Halo action figures because I have the Mega Constructs. I have such a large collection. It's army built. I've probably got a couple $1,000s into it. I have doubles of sets. And I was like, I hated the McFarlane ones because they weren't really posable or whatever. I didn't like the size either. I didn't like that 5-inch scale because I was like, when I was doing 6-inch figures with like the Legends, and I was like, I don't like the size of these guys. They don't like work together. And then they give us that damn Spartan collection.
Yeah.
And then I wanted more because they don't give us enough Spartan collection.
Right.
So then you and I find cheap World of Halo, and now I'm sunk in one of each vehicle, and I want duplicates of some of the vehicles.
Right.
The World of Halo stuff is so good. Which also, just want to quickly say, what's up to Mike Case?
What's up,
Very
Mike?
nice to see you in here.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for popping in. Also, what's up, Tim?
What's up, Tim?
I
love that the chat is randomly talking about Gundam out of nowhere.
It's from the painting topic.
I love 08th MS Team. I think it is easily one of the best Gundam series, especially because it's so brief. It's only like 13 episodes or something, so you're in and you're out real quick. But Mike, I do agree with you though. G Gundam is such a guilty pleasure. It's so corny, but man, is it good.
Mm-hmm.
Gundam Wing is probably
I've been meaning to watch those.
Oh, dude, Gundam's so much fun. I mean, there's some really bad Gundam series, but there's a lot of great stuff to be had. A lot of fun watching Gundam.
I did the Netflix binge of Ultraman, Pacific Rim the Black, and the Godzilla Singularity Point or whatever, and I'm like, maybe Gundam's next.
Yeah, I can steer you in the right direction to like check out some quality Gundam stuff.
Yeah, Quentin Mims' drone is really cool looking. I do like that drone.
Yeah.
I only have the Chief and the Cat and Emil.
Speaking of Jerome, one of our local Myers had the entire Series 2 wave there, I think. Besides maybe Emil. They might not have had him.
My local Meyer keeps restocking that wave, so they had Emil a couple more times.
Yeah, that's how I got Emil. Justin got him for me at that Meyer.
Yeah, what's up, Arc77?
I'm definitely going to start being a little bit more selective on the Spartan collection stuff, especially because they're ditching the chromed out visors already.
I am so disappointed in that. That's my favorite aspect of them.
It's a shame. And I think that obviously means that they're probably not selling well.
They're not.
So
you could tell just by how they're sitting on store shelves. And it's depressing because they're so awesome.
Right. Because if I miss any member of Noble Team, I'm going to burn them all.
If I miss the rest of Red Team from Halo Wars, I'm going to be pissed.
If I don't get to complete Noble Team, I'm literally just going to sell them. Like, I can't have that hole. And I know Noble 6 is coming out, which, by the way, because like I am going to sorely miss the reflective visors as well, but Noble 6 does have like a more matted visor, but George has the reflective. Also, June has a pretty matted visor as well, but Carter and George have the reflective, and I'm like, oh.
Hopefully they just apply it where necessary for figures, if I'm being honest. Because like you look at some of the Halo 5 designs for all of like Osiris and Blue Team, and they don't really have reflective that much.
Yeah, but that new chief that they're doing though too is they took the reflective visor off of the wave, off of the next
wave 3.
chief.
Yeah.
So it's like, like
I think I heard that the other head can fit on them though from wave 1 or 2. You
That'd
just can't put the wave 3 head on 1 or 2 body, maybe, if I'm remembering right. Which is weird because you think they'd use the same head, but I think the head is slightly different, the helmet's slightly different. So,
yeah. Dang, Ches, I don't think if they made a George, it would be a deluxe because, believe it or not, Hasbro, like, not every company does that thing where it's like, it's a bigger character, so we got to charge more and make it deluxe.
So I think they will. I don't think I've told you yet, Justin.
Oh yeah,
Target leaked a whole bunch of Wave 4 stuff for Halo. There's apparently a Sergeant Johnson and Arbiter for 35. So George will probably be 35.
Ooh, Sergeant Johnson for 35?
I'm assuming he'll have like a 343 Guilty Spark with him, if I had to guess. Maybe a Spartan laser, maybe a shotgun, maybe an assault rifle or a VR.
God!
He'll probably be like
keep the line going.
Maybe he'll come with the little flood.
Yeah, because they leaked Wave 4. Wave 4 was, I think, like Alice from Halo Wars for Red Team. It was like maybe another. I think Noble 6 again. I think maybe another chief was in there, and I can't remember what the other ones were. It was probably random no-name Spartan and like one other. Oh, Carter. I think Carter was in there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I remember Carter. Oh yeah, love 0079 Gundam, Tony.
If anything, George will be last out of the Noble team, just because they won't know how to do him because they'll have the big gun, the backpack.
But honestly, though, like the Spartan Collection line for what you get for only $20 and the amount of paint, the accessories, everything, like
it's pretty good.
Good ass deal. Now, of course, like
dry brushing,
like we all know, the QC could be a lot fucking better. That's for damn sure. But
I think they fixed it with Emil though.
They're getting better each wave.
Apart.
Yeah, I heard Wave 3 was pretty good.
Emil feels good, like, but my cat is horrible. She is terrible.
Did you do the 2-pack of Infinite Chief and Halo 1 Chief that's GameStop?
No, I really want it. I want that Halo 1 Chief, obviously, but I don't want another Infinite Chief. If it was a different Chief, if it was Halo 2 or Halo 3, I'd be all over that. But I've already got the one Infinite Chief. I don't want another Infinite Chief. I want one from a different video game. So
I'm just ODST would be
I see that ODST comment, and it just reminds me of what I sent Nate the other day.
Yeah, there's some great customs of ODST troopers online right now.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you know, I would I just was so upset when they announced that 2-pack, and it had to be a freaking Halo Legends Chief again. I hope they just release the Halo 1 Chief by itself, which I would assume that they will.
I hope it has the reflective visor still for the Halo 1 Chief at least, though. I'm gonna be really sad if it's not reflective.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
All right.
Nice, Quentin.
We're speaking foreign language.
We're
speaking of foreign language for a while. That's fine. We can't have David on without talking about Halo.
Halo's always got to be here.
It's literally us three. Like
that would be
missing Brendan. If we had Brendan, it would be my entire Halo little small friend group.
Yep.
Where we're always looking for a fourth.
Halo edges out Marvel for me. They just don't have enough figures.
Yeah. And Halo is 100% the video game that turned me into someone who religiously played video games.
Right.
So
I as well.
That was like the spark. Playing Halo 1 for the first time on the original Xbox, I was like, I don't know what this is, but I love it.
Yeah, it
But
was
anyways,
Halo. It was Halo 2 for me.
let's jump into the topic of David, of what you wanted to bring to the table, and that's what action figure line would you like to make out of anything that exists in the world that either doesn't have figures or maybe hasn't made figures in a long time,
or stuff that's not to the quality you want or size you want.
Yeah, there you go. So
we can cheat. We
could definitely cheat. David, you want to rifle off?
Oh God!
Off, buddy?
I've been thinking about this for a while with this topic. Like, I've been thinking about this for months. Like, why don't we have this, or why can't this be 6-inch scale or better? And one of the big ones that I really want, because now we're getting with Pokemon. Pokemon was always one that I wanted a good figure representation of. I want it for Yu-Gi-Oh now. Like, we kind of have Figma a little bit, but like, they're so expensive. Yep. They barely come out. They've only done like 3 figures, and I think we had like a Revoltech Dark Magician, which is like $300. And I want a Hasbro or Jazzware style Yu-Gi-Oh line for just all the different like classic retro monsters, and all like the main characters would be sick. With some cool like dual disc and little card accessories for the hands would be sick. But like something like that would be so cool, because we haven't gotten Yu-Gi-Oh line since like GX, which was like 2008 at the latest.
Dude, I remember I used to have an awesome 6-inch Summon Skull figure. Yeah, it was like 5 POA though.
I actually have that up on my shelf. Nice. I still have mine.
Nice. I mean, I'm sure mine is in a box somewhere, because my mom never threw away any of my action figures. They're all just in boxes in like the shelf or in like her shed or the crawl space. So one day I'm going to make a video where I go through some of that stuff, and it's going to be epic. But yeah, I'd love to see Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, especially affordable Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Like, did you recently see those awesome statues they did of the Egyptian gods?
$200 to $300 in that range. It's insanity. I have all the old model kits from them that are big, and I'm just like, I need to find them, get all their pieces, and then put them back out.
That would be amazing to get those. And I really like Mike Case's suggestion of getting an SH Figure Arts line of Gundam pilots. I feel like they did
honestly
Domon, didn't they? They did like a Domon.
They did some, I thought.
But I think they never did like heavy hitters like Armoro or anyone like that. I think they just did Domon, and then they were like,
I totally agree with the Rainbow Six figures that I seen someone say in chat.
6-inch Rainbow Six figures.
I'd be down for that. That's probably my most played shooter game right now, so I'd totally be down for some Sledge or Ash figures.
Nice. Yeah. So what about you, Justin? What's one property you'd like to see figures from?
All right. I really tried to think, like, between yesterday and today. I was like looking at my movie collection. I was like, what deserves to have figures? But honestly, I'm going to cheat, because this is a franchise that has figures. It has tons of figures, but they only do one element of said franchise, and they don't do any other element of the franchise. And that would be one of my most cherished collections, with NECA, their Friday the 13th Ultimate Jasons. The Jason figures themselves are just chef's kiss, but there's no victims and or final girls. That's my idea. I think NECA should do the final girl collection. They should do Alice, Ginny, Chris Higgins, Trish and young Tommy Jarvis, the older Tommy Jarvis and Pam.
Yes.
Tom Matthews, Tommy Jarvis, and Megan, Tina, and maybe even like some of the fan favorite characters like Reggie the Reckless. Because you have these like, hey, what's up, Sleeping Collectibles?
Sleeping, what's up, man?
They have these amazing Friday the 13th Ultimate Jasons. They have every single weapon that Jason uses, every single item, kitchen knife, ice pick, saw. Like, they have every single thing he kills with, but you can't really like they would be so good for figure photography as well, having the final girl, because some of those Jason figures will have pegs or like slots where when the final girl fights back against Jason, for example, part 3 has this like slit where you can have the axe go into his head because Chris Higgins like chops him right in the head, and you could actually have a character holding that axe and putting that axe in the slot and actually having that. Same thing with like part 4 Jason, like you could have Trish or young Tommy with the machete on the side of the head.
Right.
And NECA does nice, they do a photorealistic. They have their own kind of photorealistic technology for human characters. And people have asked, Kevin Bacon from the first film.
Yes.
It's been requested before, but NECA has said on their Twitter that there just isn't a demand for it, which
I don't believe that.
It's Friday the 13th. Like, they're horror fanatics,
Maybe not for like general release purposes, but I don't like make like an exclusive somewhere of Tommy Jarvis from part 6, and that thing would fly off the shelf.
Especially Tommy Jarvis from part 6, like the most iconic hero. Like
at the very least, I feel like we could get a Tommy Jarvis and it would sell just fine, especially with how like. I'm not saying that Friday the 13th and Ninja Turtles are on the same playing field, but how deep they've gone into the movie Turtle stuff.
Yeah. Real quick, Darth Educator, those do exist. NECA did the Space Marines from Aliens. They did like every single one, even to like some of the minor ones like Frost or...
Yeah, but those ones are super expensive now, hard to find.
Yeah,
they even did a James Cameron Space Marine.
Yeah. But and another thing is that like they don't have to be super articulated either. They don't have to be on the same par as like an Ultimate Jason. Just like a Final Girl series, just a Final Girl pack, or like something where you can like recreate those scenes and just imagine the toy photography. If we had someone to fight back against Jason, or I mean, I know you, Nate, you've used like Harry Potter figures as victims, and
those are my go-to victim figures, or the McFarlane Harry Potter stuff. But Jason, great question. For a newbie to NECA horror, what's the ultimate Jason to jump into? I would say your best bet at this current moment, this guy right here, Part 7 Jason.
Yeah, let me blow you up.
Recently came out. Come on, webcam. I know you want to focus. I know you want to focus on Jason.
That looks so nice.
You might have to do the hand trick behind it.
There you go.
I got the focus now. Just look at this. This is a $29.99 figure. Look at these accessories. Look at these details. Mike, that's a great idea, though. Otherwise, though, because Part 7 is hard to find right now just because it's just coming out. So I would say you can't go wrong with Part 4. What do you think? What do you think, Justin?
Oh, I think Part 4, I would grab him right now, but I use the DTOF for my NECA figure, because you guys know I like to grab all my stuff when we're talking about it. But the Part 4 Jason, great jump in, because it's a very iconic and just general look of Jason. Like when you think of Jason, I feel like that's just like the pop culture image that pops into people's heads. It's a very... It's a good-looking Jason, because they brought back Tom Savini for the 4th installment. And, again, every single one of them comes with every single weapon he uses on screen, but there's just nothing to go with that. There's nothing to use those weapons on or anything. Right. So they haven't, Mike. They were going through and doing each one, because, of course, Jason doesn't show up until the second film. So they did 2, 3, 4. They did Roy, the imposter Jason from Part 5. They did 6, and then 7 is the one that just came out, which is I hate to go on this Friday trivia tangent, but Part 7 was the first one that featured Kane Hodder playing Jason, which a lot of people think is like the quintessential most iconic actor to play Jason. So it was a big deal to get this part 7 that we're seeing on screen, and it's one of the best designs. It's never a design of Jason has never been done better.
Real metal chain around the neck as well. Very nice touch. So
we're certainly hoping that next is 8, and then Jason Goes to Hell, and then Jason X, of course.
The cracked mask.
Oh yeah, that's so cool.
The cracked mask. But yeah, I would say part 4.
What's up, Zavi?
Part 7. And I can't wait for them to do a Jason X. Both versions. Both before he turns into the Uber Jason and then when he is the Uber Jason. I'll take both. I'll take them both.
As far, I was also thinking like kind of like one-offs that I wish NECA would do. The driver from the 2011 film Drive, starring Ryan Gosling.
Yes.
Because it would be so, again, NECA has been doing a good job with human faces. And it's Ryan Gosling in this nice, you could have the scorpion jacket, the hammer, the little bullet round, the gloves, like alternate hands for the gloved look, the watch. I feel like there's tons of accessories they can include with the driver.
Absolutely.
The shotgun. So that's like one figure, because it's one of my favorite films as well. So I would really, really like to get the Ryan Gosling figure from Drive. But that's just like a one-off. That's not like a series.
Right. But I mean, it totally makes sense. So for me, honestly, when I was thinking about it, now this movie does have some figures, but Starship Troopers. I would love to see a Johnny Rico, a Gary Busey, Diz. You know, there's a lot of like Marine type characters you could do. Of course, I'd love to see the bugs too, all the different aliens. We could get a Neil Patrick Harris figure too. There's so many great options that could be had from Starship Troopers. And there's really not, I mean, there's like an old 5-inch line of Starship Troopers figures. And I think Figma made one of the bugs recently, but otherwise I'm like, I need a Johnny Rico. I need a Johnny Rico for the shelf. Yeah, Rico's Roughnecks.
Yeah.
I would totally buy into a whole line. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. So that's something that I've always like, out of everything on the shelf, like I want a Johnny Rico. And also David Edge brings up a great point. Big Trouble in Little China too. I would love a Jack Burton figure. I would absolutely love a Jack Burton, at the very least, from Big Trouble in Little China. So.
Yeah. What's up, Jared? We're talking about action figures that we wish existed, or action figure lines, more specifically. Volts.
There's so many.
Mad Max Fury Road 6-inch.
Wasn't
I'd be down for
that. Wasn't, I think a company was doing a Furiosa figure, but it got canceled. And yeah, I'm sorry, I meant Jake Busey, not Gary Busey. Jake Busey.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like there was a Furiosa figure at one point coming from some company, but
right, and then there was like a lawsuit with Mad Max and everything.
Let's see, Furiosa action figure.
There's usually always something made for some sort of property at some point, but I mean,
it's like the Hateful Eight. Like the Hateful Eight got every member. Each got a NECA 8-inch cloth figure.
Yep. Yeah. Same thing with Django too. The Django figures. I remember seeing
Glorious Bastards.
I remember seeing those at C2E2, and they were like $100+ a piece. Yeah. So like the only thing. Okay, so I guess there was a 1/6 scale, totally not licensed Furiosa that came out.
That'd be cool.
But I swear like a bigger company was doing like a 7-inch scale Furiosa. And
Zavi, NECA is actually making 8-inch cloth. They did, one of them got canceled and one of the actors wasn't down, right? So which one actually is coming out, Nate?
Well, so Sheriff Brody had a figure announced, and then it was canceled.
What you mean, Chief Brody?
Yeah, Chief Brody.
Chief?
And Hooper, actually, Richard Dreyfuss refused for a long time to do a figure, but now he's changed his mind. So there is a Hooper figure coming. And of course,
he saw that cha-ching.
Yeah,
sign me up.
Why the hell am I blanking on the? I'm such a fake Jaws fan.
Who?
What?
Robert Shaw?
Yeah, Quint.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Quint has a figure that's out right now. You can actually buy Quint, and they are making the shark, an 8-inch scale version of the shark.
That's gonna be so cool.
There's like a picture of an employee holding it, and it's literally like 25 inches long, like absolutely massive. So,
such an obnoxious thing to have a figure of.
Yes, and
just a massive shark.
I don't think I'll be able to resist it.
I think I want it.
The practicality of displaying an 8-inch scale shark, would be insane. And yeah, I think it is pretty disappointing that you bring that up, Mike. That the Chief Brody figure was solicited and everything, and then last minute the family or whoever owns his likeness rights now, I would assume it's his family, were just like, nope, we're good, never mind, cancel that. But yeah, they are doing Jaws figures.
Trying to look.
What do you think, David? Do you have something else in the pocket?
I got plenty more. Another. Well, let's see. This is one technically, like, I guess it goes along the lines of Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon. They have the model kits, but I wish they were more consistent with them. I guess they're so random on what ones they have, and like I think SH Figure Arts has the D Arts line as well. For like those, like they have like Alphamon coming out, but like they don't do any of the other things. Like I would like to see an Agumon, normal Greymon, like stuff like that. I would like to see from them. But like another one in the same realm that has figures that was made before, but they're like, I think that like 4-inch scale. I'd love to see a 6-inch, like, normal articulation, what we're getting from like other companies for like Ben 10. I feel like that's just a untapped realm of great figures, because I've seen people do insane customs for them, but I want them want them really made by someone.
And I feel like as time goes on, obviously, like, people who watched Ben 10 they're getting older, they're getting more nostalgic, they're wanting to spend that money on those like classic, because I never watched Ben 10. That was a little like late for me, but it's like a creature show, right? Like there's a bunch of different creatures and all sorts of crazy stuff. That
superhero alien show, pretty much special magic watch that has DNA of all alien races, and Ben can turn into them all. So he literally has like thousands of things to turn into, which gives you endless action figure potential with it, because you can literally have everything he's ever had and then keep creating things for figure purpose at that point. And the show actually gets more mature because it keeps advancing until it goes down to the reboot that they just did. But the show actually matured with the audience in a way, and it got pretty dark and sometimes. So
nice.
Yeah, Joseph Bett brings up a good idea. He says Jesse Ventura from Predator.
I'm the governor of Minnesota.
Yeah, because they did Shane Black and the Jungle Hunter and Arnold, but they stopped at Shane Black and they didn't do anyone else. They didn't do Carl Weathers. They didn't do Bill Duke or like anyone else.
And even then, the Shane Black was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, so it was also pretty impossible to acquire.
I would love to get the entire team. Give me Poncho.
Yes.
Give me Jesse with his
just
Gatling gun.
And while they're at it, give us the Predator 2 humans. Give us a Danny Glover. Give us a Bill Paxton as well.
They need to do Billy. Yeah. They need to do that the entire team. I would get it.
I ended up actually selling my Shane Black figure because I realized they were never going to complete the team. So I was like, well, I don't want this anymore if I'm never going to have the full Predator team.
Yeah.
Which it seems like they're not going to do it at all. So.
Yeah, they're not doing that. They're not.
Something that was on my brain though, and that actually came true recently though, were those awesome SpongeBob figures that recently got on Super 7. David, did you see those?
Yeah, I did. They're kind of. I'm like, maybe if they weren't super expensive, I'd want SpongeBob, but like that would be it. It'd be kind of funny just to have a random SpongeBob.
Right. I just love that a company is like, we're going to do 7-inch scale SpongeBob figures. And they're also including massive amounts of accessories. Obviously, it's the Super 7. It's the Ultimates line. But like SpongeBob coming with Gary, coming with Bubble Buddy.
Yeah.
Coming with the jellyfish net, the glasses.
Well, they're what, $53?
Yeah, and they're also doing a Sandy, and she comes with her guitar. She comes with the karate chopping hands. She comes with the cowboy hat. It's like so insane. Something I never knew that I want. Now, granted, they are really expensive, so I don't think I'm actually going to go for them. But like, I was just like, these are sweet, and the Simpsons ones are cool too. Although that wave 1 lineup makes no sense for the Simpsons. It's like so many obscure one-off characters, or like it's like Homer, but it's Homer in the spacesuit.
Right. Speaking of like cartoons, I guess that's like something I didn't really think about. Like I know South Park has gotten figures before,
for sure.
And like 100% it has figures, but similar to Halo, how kind of it got like a fresh start with like the Spartan collection.
Right.
Maybe something for that, because I love South Park as well. It'd be nice to get the 4, standing waiting for the bus, but it would also be cool to get like Jimbo or like some of the other townspeople.
That would be awesome if like Super 7 did that, since they're going on this like little cartoon kick. And I'd also love a Mordecai and Rigby from regular show.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I would take a Benson as well.
Oh yeah.
That's an untapped show of figures right there. Is regular show.
I feel like they did some like one-off like 4-inch figures. But
probably
they weren't very easy to come by. But
who's doing the Avatar figures?
Oh, McFarlane.
There's 2 companies, right?
McFarlane is doing a 7-inch scale.
Yeah, which is outside my realm.
And I don't know, because I think the other line is like 5-inch.
Yeah, like whoever's doing that for that one, and we got Super 7 doing Spider-Man, SpongeBob. I need someone to go in and do Danny Phantom, but 6-inch scale. It has to be 6-inch. Like, can't be bigger, can't be smaller.
Speaking of Spider-Man, Sam Raimi trilogy,
next year for sure. There's no way.
I have a strong feeling we're about to get some fantastic Marvel Legends Sam Raimi figures.
Now,
next year.
I'm not into Marvel Legends at all. I don't buy Marvel Legends, but if they do some theatrical, accurate Sam Raimi trilogy, give me Spider-Man, give me Green Goblin with the glider, give me Doc Ock.
I mean, Toy Biz
give me Venom. Give me Topher.
Right. But like Toy Biz did do some great Sam Raimi Spider-Man figures back in the day, but obviously now they look terribly outdated. But
I've still got my my old Sam Raimi Spider-Man up on the shelf with the rest of them. He falls over like crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's got like 800 points of articulation because Toy Biz was absolutely insane.
And tiny feet.
Back in the day.
Hell yes. I want a Bully Toby figure. Bully Maguire.
Yeah.
Dude, give us Mr. Aziz and Mr. Ditkovich. Right?
I think next year's what? The 20-year anniversary of one of the Spider-Man films for Sam Raimi. And I think it's like another big anniversary for like Spider-Man as a whole for like comic book related.
And we all know that they're gonna be in No Way Home.
They're gonna be in Wave 2 of No Way Home. Or the dreaded probably store exclusive for like one for Toby, one for Andrew.
Oh, no.
Later, David.
because they've already announced there's a store exclusive. I think it was like Target maybe for Tom. So we're gonna get like the Walmart Toby and then the GameStop Andrew or something like that.
Yes.
And you have to go to 3 stores to get them all.
I would go absolutely down the entire rabbit hole if they did a Raimi trilogy Marvel Legends line.
Yeah.
I'd buy like every single figure.
Oh, like Jay Jonah? Give us a Jay Jonah?
They are.
Give us. Well, yeah, they are doing.
Well, not the Raimi one, but
I so think they should have included the flat top head.
Yeah.
Just throw us a bone.
Well, that's why they're going to re-release them.
Yeah, true. With the flat top head.
Yeah.
Now I genuinely feel like I need a Mr. Ditkovich now.
Ted Raimi?
Hoffman. Give us a Hoffman. It's hip. It's now. It's wow.
I came up with that one.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom. Also,
give Peter a $20 bill. I only got this 20 for the rest of the week. And then Mr. Ditkovich can snatch it.
But, of course, Bruce Campbell. I would take a Bonesaw figure in a heartbeat.
Bonesaw is ready.
I got you for 3 minutes.
Bonesaw. Yeah, we're big. We're huge Sam Raimi trilogy fans, if anyone doesn't know. Literally the holy trilogy.
That was literally right time, right place as kids to see Spider-Man movies, which I don't even think Spider-Man 3 is all that bad. I'll say it. Like it does have problems, but it's definitely not like the worst superhero movie.
Well, it's definitely the worst out of the Spider-Man movies for sure either.
Right.
It's in my opinion, it's the lower end, but it's at least
we unironically love Spider-Man 3 as well.
Yeah, I think it's funny. I think a lot of that movie is Sam Raimi also just giving a big fuck you to Sony for like basically, forcing him to put Venom in the movie and everything that or was it Sandman? It was one of the villains.
It was Venom. He wanted Vulture and they forced Venom on him.
Yeah, so it's Mike Case, I'd watch Spider-Man 3 before either Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
Me too.
And the MCU films. By a long
We're going to fight on that one.
By a long
I agree.
Tom Holland. I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man, but the movies are Disney Channel Spider-Man movies. Sorry.
I would argue that I like Homecoming a lot. I think Vulture is the best villain that they've had for any Spider-Man villain on screen adaptation yet. He did such a good job.
Better watch yourself, Peter.
Yeah, I mean, getting Michael Keaton to play Vulture, excellent.
Yeah.
Like, such a great casting, but I just feel
like they don't fight.
Right, they don't fight. His suit malfunctions and then
the plane blows up.
I guess.
Why, like, something I always bring up with the Raimi trilogy is that, 2002, Spider-Man 1, watch the climactic battle between the Green Goblin and Spider-Man. There's minimal dialogue, and Spider-Man is just getting the absolute shit beaten out of him. Like, they're actually fighting. But with the new MCU stuff, I feel like they just don't fight. Like, it's not brutal. You know what I mean?
Right. It doesn't. Well, it lacks that intensity.
Like he's like,
right,
and there's blood, and
even the fight scene between Mysterio and Spider-Man in Far From Home, it's like lasts like 2 seconds, and it's really not all that satisfying. But honestly, I didn't really like what they did with Mysterio in the first place in that movie.
I didn't hate it. I feel like they could have done a little bit better. I just like how they tied it into the universe as a whole. They at least tied them to other characters instead of just making them just appear out of nowhere.
Yeah, but
he had good backstory, I guess. Nothing else.
Amazing Spider-Man has like some moments where you feel like it's going to be it's like I'm just right there. Greatness was right there, but they just missed it.
I don't like Amazing Spider-Man either.
They just have bad art style aesthetics for their villains. Like, look at Lizard and then look at the wannabe Goblin. It's like, why?
The troll doll Goblin?
Yeah. Like, those are just disgusting. Like, all right, at least Electro looked fine. It wasn't the classic look, which is wrong for Amazing Spider-Man. They did the ultimate look, but at least he was good. He was written badly, but he's still the best villain they had, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is
And what if I did have anything to remotely say positively about the Amazing Spider-Man movies is I do like both of the suits, especially the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit, because they were just like, they were like Ultimate Spider-Man. We're just gonna steal that entire suit design.
That is 100% too. Amazing Spider-Man 2 has the best Spidey suit.
I'll give the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit good.
I crush you, I kill you.
But
Paul Giamatti as the Rhino.
The mech suit was interesting, but we saw it for 2 seconds, so I would have liked to have seen more of it.
And they were clearly drawing a lot of inspiration from Ultimate Spider-Man, which is, again, like my wheelhouse of Spider-Man comic knowledge is the Ultimate series.
It's still just inaccurate, though, when you name it the Amazing Spider-Man and you use Ultimate.
Right. They should have just called it Ultimate Spider-Man, because that's literally what they were pulling everything out of.
Yeah.
But
like, another point I say is that we don't get like the epic shit that was in the Sam Raimi. Like,
there's
even in Spider-Man 3, like when Gwen Stacy is falling and he's like, it's just that like the music goes silent. They did it with Doc Ock when they're falling on the building, and it's like they have those. It's not slow motion, but it's like, and it's all CG that still looks great. Well, most of it still looks great. And it's like the music cuts out. They did it with like Sandman, and they're like falling and they're doing this epic fight, and it's just so brutal. And same thing with like Spider-Man 3 when the music cuts out and it's just like this weird like sound mix of him like when he uses the falling debris to like boost himself, and it's like we never get that like epic web action, that epic swinging,
or even something like the train scene,
right?
That literally edge of your seat action. To this day, you pop the train scene on, you're still sweating the whole time.
And that's the thing about, like, I guess the newer Spider-Man, like the really, really good scenes are kind of like almost callbacks to Raimi, because you got the boat scene with No Way Home, and then
trying to pull it together.
I think, wasn't there a scene in one of the Raimi ones where Toby was crushed by a building and he had to like push it off him somewhat? I think there was like some semi-scene like that, maybe.
Or it's
under rubble.
Like in Spider-Man 2 when the warehouse is falling down, and he's holding it up so it doesn't crush Mary Jane, and he's like, "This is really heavy."
You kind of have the resemblance of that in Homecoming as well, with Tom being crushed under the building, which was another pretty good scene.
But Mike does bring up a great point about Amazing Spider-Man, though. Like, Peter Parker's way too cool to be Peter Parker.
Yeah.
He's an all-star photographer, skateboarder, pretty boy. He stands up to the bully, and like, you know, when he's like right at the beginning of the movie when he's like, "Enough, Flash," and then he's like, "Eugene," and you're like, what is this? And Flash doesn't really he like punches him, but it just doesn't feel the same. It's like the dynamic is all strange.
And that's why I always stand by the statement of like, Toby's a really good Peter, Andrew's a really good Spider-Man, Tom's a really like good in between for like a younger Peter, but I don't know if Tom will be able to carry over to an older Peter well. That's the thing. Like, he's like a good young Peter for like almost like if you're trying to redo the Drake Bell Spider-Man Ultimate Spider-Man show, but it's like it's like he doesn't fit for like the 90s Spider-Man like in college like look or feel, really.
And Mike, Into the Spider-Verse, great Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man movie, randomly one of the best, and just out of nowhere, especially for it to be a Sony. That's the major surprise, is like that Sony managed to make a movie as good as Into the Spider-Verse this late in the game. Jason P, we need the Scorpion in the Spidey movies. Remember when they teased him in Homecoming? And they said, never mind. Never mind.
I'm still wondering who else appears in No Way Home. It's like, we know Goblin, we know Doc Ock, we know Electro from the electricity going all over the place. There's a scene that seems like Lizard.
Yeah.
Right.
Possibly, and it's like behind him, and it's like,
which good God, please redo the face for the love of God. That's all I ask. Just redo his face. And then we might have Sandman because there's a lot of sand getting knocked up. People are stretching on that one. But like, I wonder if they'll go as far as to maybe bring in a Venom, or if we do see Mysterio or Vulture come back, or Scorpion. Like, they could fill that movie. Will they get the 2-minute scene of Rhino in there, and we get Rhino back?
I kind of feel like, and I've talked about this on the stream before, but I feel like obviously this next Spider-Man movie, they're going full Spider-Verse.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm calling it. We're going to get a Miles appearance at least at the end of it. Because
I feel like it's the end. Here's my imaginary idea for how this movie's going to end. It's going to be Sinister Six, but it's going to be made up of like Raimi and Garfield movie villains. And then on the good guys' side, they're going to have, Tom, Andrew, Toby. They'll give us a live action Miles, and it'll probably be like a no-name actor that will provide the role. Maybe they even go so far as to do live action Spider-Gwen and then have like Doctor Strange to round out.
So like, are you saying it's supposed to be like the version of Miles that we see in Spider-Verse?
I doubt it.
No, I don't think it would be the same one. I think they would just say, because now that everyone knows who Miles is, we've had the movie, we've had the video game. So I think at this point they can just go, hey, here's Miles. And like, it doesn't need to be like a big moment or like an introduction where you don't see him in the suit or anything like that. I feel like they can just jump over that and go straight into like, this is Miles. He's already Spider-Man.
Yeah, I feel like we don't get him in the movie until end, though. I don't think we even get him in it at all with any actions. I think he's just an end credit scene, maybe. I think same thing with Spider-Gwen. I think we just get maybe references to them.
That's an interesting. Mike K says, I heard a rumor that there's only going to be one Spider-Man in the movie, but each villain sees their version of Spider-Man. So Toby and Andrew are in it, but there's only one physical Parker.
I've been seeing that theory too, because if you look at that like ending bridge scene, Tom is in Toby's exact outfit from one of the Spider-Man movies.
It's like an identical outfit.
But it would be a cool theory. Like, I mean, what they'll probably do is they'll have like one appearance at one point where if they do that, they'll probably see like one look where it's like you look through Goblin or Doc Ock's eyes and you see Toby, and they'll show Tobey Maguire, but then it'll just be Tom for the most of it, I bet. Which, if they do that, I'll be disappointed. Like
later, David. But that's kind of what I've been saying to our group of friends, is that I think like
it's gonna be 5 minutes.
I've just been burned by trailers. Trailers are so like misleading. Even the tone of films is misled by trailers, and it ends up being a completely different tone. Like Suicide Squad was this super like it was a super serious dark tone, and then it comes out and he's like honka honka, like it's like basically they try to make it Guardians of the Galaxy. They did the same thing with Avengers Age of Ultron. Turned out to be a comedy. Like Ultron was very quippy, very comedic, but in the trailer it's like, you know what I mean? And it's like, the trailers are very dark, and then they switch it. And then the actual movie's not like that at all. I genuinely think that the whole, like, I think they're going to bait a lot of people with nostalgia by having Doc Ock, hello, Peter, which, oh, man, I geeked out so hard during that scene. Although I'm not a fan of digital de-aging. But they, like, I can almost guarantee, and I'd almost be willing to bet money that the whole nostalgia thing is just going to be a bait and switch, and Andrew, Garfield, Toby, they'll be in it, but for literally probably less than a minute.
Yeah. What about the idea of Charlie Cox coming back as Daredevil?
Ooh, I'm down for that as well. Daredevil's such a great
of God,
series.
Please.
Right.
That's my favorite thing out of Marvel's production in the past couple years is Daredevil, which is surprising.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great series. Great.
Because you wouldn't expect it to be Daredevil as their like best produced thing, and not even from main Marvel, being on Netflix too, being that good.
It's the best thing that ever came out of a Marvel Studios property.
Yeah. But people are, Tony, people are saying that Daredevil might be Pete's lawyer. Because there does seem to be like that little trial element in the movie.
And you got the horns on the poster of...
Yeah, so people are, which I mean, I could see it at this point, and I would love it. I would love if they bring back John Bernthal as Punisher, too.
He wants to come back, though. He really does.
Here in Endgame, there should have just been a Netflix portal with the Netflix logo right next to the portal.
Yeah.
And all the Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Punisher.
That would have been the best time for them to bring them in as just a scene, and then everyone's like, "Who the hell are you guys?" And we're like, "Oh, we've been here.
We're from Netflix."
Like, I really hope they retcon at least Punisher and somehow say like his entire. I was telling this to my dad. I was really hoping Punisher just gets retconned, and they say everything that happened in season 1, 2 happens, but they just change it to it happens like during those 5 years of the snap. Like, so I would love it if he was like an old agent, and then he like he wants out, he goes and lives his life with his family. This would make it super dark if they made it with Punisher. He's with his family, they get snapped away, he's not. So he lives through them dying once. Then he goes and does that like Black Ops stuff where he's doing the really sketchy shit. And then unsnap, his family's back. He's like, "Oh, I want out." So he leaves. And then they're like, "Oh, you know too much. We need to kill you." They accidentally mess up. This is where Netflix Punisher comes in, and they kill his family. So he watches them die twice. That would be so brutal for that character, and it'd be such an awesome like thing for him. I would love if they just did that with him. It would suck, but it would suck for him.
We need to give him a writing job at the old Marvel Studios.
Yeah, Bodie, bring back Jennifer Garner as Elektra. Yeah, you know what? Bring back Colin Farrell as Bullseye. Yeah. I wanted to call him Crosshair so bad. I wanted to call him Crosshair.
I mean, bring in Crosshair.
Yeah, bring in Cross.
No, but
soldiers follow orders.
That's just my fear, because what I want is the Danny Elfman theme to kick in, and I want to see Toby swinging in, kicking ass, but I just know that's not going to happen.
Right.
If I at least get to see just a scene, just one single scene of Toby Maguire in the Raimi suit kicking some kind of ass, I'm going to cry.
Yes, me too.
That's just one thing I need, just one last time.
I will shed
one last time.
Go ahead, David.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I really want the interaction with Toby and Tom, and I really want them to do the whole thing of like the whole multiple reality thing, multiverse thing, where the Toby of Tom's universe was Uncle Ben, and I want that like that first interaction where it's like, this is what Uncle Ben looked like, since we've never seen him in Tom's storyline. That'd be such a like crazy moment to see him break down because Uncle Ben is Spider-Man for him, even though it's really not Uncle Ben. But
right, that would be sweet. Yeah, bring back Bullseye. Colin Farrell as Bullseye. More peanuts, please.
Yeah,
that's when he flicks the peanut. It's so stupid, but I love that movie. Just like when Mike was saying, Nick Cage's Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance is an amazing film. It's truly a work of art, in the worst way possible. But so before we leave, do you guys want to do some recent pickups? Just because I've got a lot of stuff I want to show off.
I don't think I have anything.
I've got a ton to show, obviously.
Yeah, I've got a great lineup of figs. I got some not some real holy grail stuff, but I was hoping I would get my McFarlane Clown, but it's still out for delivery, so I won't have the clown to show.
Oh,
still out for delivery. But first things first, I picked this up a few weeks ago, and I just really have been enjoying it, and that's the World of Halo 3 3/4 inch Master Chief.
It's such a good figure.
So
just want more on him.
Awesome. Some really great articulation.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
Especially for a 3 3/4 inch figure, like this is so damn awesome. Only $10.
Like I was telling you, if they just gave him bicep cut and double jointed elbow, perfect.
Yep.
Right.
But he at least has double jointed knees, which I did not expect. Of course, I showed it off earlier, but we've got Part 7 Jason here. Finally.
I can't wait to get my hands on that.
Masterpiece level figure in terms of details.
Look out for a review, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to post a review. You get the bush hog, so you can ling, 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 and the blade actually does spin around.
Nice.
Like I showed earlier with that one, you get the cracked mask when Tina uses her psychic abilities to crack Jason's mask off of his face. You also get the machete, a couple alternate hands, a knife, every accessory you could want with Part 7 Jason. Really fantastic stuff. And then I got some stuff I've never collected before. This is a new line of figures, but what's up, Josh? It's nice to see you. I'm not going deep into this line. Justin knows, and that's okay. First up here, it's Milo from the Descendants.
Awesome.
This is the Super 7 reaction figures, but one of my favorite punk bands of all time, Descendants. So them making figures of the album art is just amazing. Like, I seriously love this. It's so awesome. I'm not opening this. I'm just keeping it in the package. But
yeah, that's amazing.
This is just something that means a lot to me. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to go out of my way and pick this figure up. And then in relation to that, they also did a Gorilla Biscuits one, which is another legendary punk band, legendary hardcore band. And they did their little gorilla mascot. They couldn't put no champion logo on the hoodie. No champion logo on the hoodie, but
right.
You can see it right there. But I thought it was amazing that they did some punk band 3 3/4 inch figures, because they've done like stuff for like metal and rock groups.
Right.
And I saw those two, and I was like, this is great. Like, you don't get stuff like this for punk music ever. So I had to pick them up. I couldn't resist. And then last but not least here, I think this is going to be it. I'm just trying to be brief here, but finally got the Target exclusive gold label armored Darkseid from Zack Snyder's Justice League. However, it's just a classic looking Darkseid design. I think you could easily just pretend this is a comic book version of Darkseid. And I see Zavi says, my multiverse armored Darkseid bicep just broke off. Well, I've got news for you too, Zavi. Yeah, it just pops right out. So same thing on mine.
Oh, I was like, wait, you broke it too?
No. If it's the same arm, mine is not. The peg is intact.
Okay.
But the peg very easily slips out of the bicep here. So might be an issue across the board. I don't know if Zavi, if you can let me know real quick, if it's the same arm or if it's the other arm. But you guys know I've been endlessly trying to find this damn figure. It's been so hard to get. But it just feels like a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders to finally get this figure.
And then it snapped off.
That sucks. But like, look at how big he is.
He's a big boy.
I love the scale of Darkseid. He looks great with Superman too.
Nice.
But that was just a figure I really wanted to get, and thankfully it went up on Target's website, so I was able to quickly snatch that one, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So it was a great action figure week for me. Tons of super desirable stuff.
Nice. I don't think I have anything. I've been selling. I got nothing. No recent pickups for me. I've been selling a lot of my sequel trilogy stuff. I managed to sell Old Man Han. I can't even remember the stuff I sold. The regular Kylo I sold because I kept the Kmart exclusive one. I sold a couple troopers, like the snow trooper I did, not the officer, not the Target one.
I see what you mean, Zavi, on the back piece for dark side here. Very flimsy, but
I haven't sold it all yet. Let me grab it.
Hopefully you can get a replacement though, Zavi, because obviously this figure's sold out and super hard to find. So they might just hit you with the, oh, you want a refund, buddy? Like, that's going to solve the issue. You need the plastic.
Oh, FN2187.
It's not about the money.
So we still have Finn. The Peg Warmer Supreme, this one's not going to sell. I'm probably just going to give it to Discreet Play or something.
Right. They'll give you like $1 or $2.
Same thing with this one. You probably don't recognize me because of the red arm.
Thanks, 3PO.
But we do have some trooper characters with Captain Phasma here and the Flame Trooper.
Nice.
But yeah, and I'm selling Nate too as well.
True.
The First Order TIE pilot, because I have the TIE fighter that comes with the Special Forces, like red stripe one.
Yep.
And Asti, a rare fig.
Yep. Super, super rare. Hard to find even back in the day. You found that at a Kmart of all places.
Yep. I'm also selling the Rogue One, like Jin, and the Jin with dirt pile Kmart exclusive. No one's going to want that either.
Yeah.
But yeah. It feels nice. The sequel trilogy shelf is just nice and concise. It's a little more organized. I just have one Rey, kept one Rey, Island Journey Rey, great photoreal on her. Kept some troopers, got the throne, got the Supreme Leader Kylo.
So did you sell this? Did you sell Rey's speeder?
No, that one's up there as well. Just because
okay.
like the speeder itself versus the size of the Black Series box.
Well, right. But I mean, if I were you and I was selling that, I would just sell it loose. I wouldn't include the box.
It's a good looking vehicle.
I mean, it is. They went hard on all the vehicles. Look absolutely fantastic. Can't go wrong with any of them. Right,
yeah. Oh, and the Guavian. I sold the Guavian Enforcer as well. So it was like Guavian, Old Man Han, and then Darth Educator. What did you buy? I know you're in the chat right here. What did I give you? It was Snow Trooper. There was 2 other figures. Now it's gonna bother me.
Oh no!
Now it's gonna bother me.
Justin can't remember.
What did I pack in there?
Yeah.
But it was old Luke Skywalker, FN2187, and the regular Snow Trooper. Forgot about old Luke.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
That figure could have used a desperate redo.
Yeah. Love when they just straight up didn't include any accessories with that Luke figure. They just said, fuck it. Nothing.
No accessories.
You get nothing, and you'll buy it anyway. And I sat there and I was like, I'm sorry, Hasbro, I will buy it.
I would totally buy a photoreal Episode 8 like end battle Luke if they did it. And they did it right.
Right. And I'd be interested in getting another, because it's another Luke. I would be interested in them doing the Force Awakens white costume, but give us a green lightsaber and give us some other goodies with it, because design-wise, I like the idea of Luke in the all-white costume. I think that's a great-looking design. And I have the deluxe figure, which looks a little bit better than the standard release.
Right.
But again, still doesn't come with anything, just the Ankh 2 base.
Yeah.
So.
But hey, if anyone wants the Flame Trooper and Captain Phasma, join the Discord. Let's work out a deal.
Hey, Josh Pierce says that there's a crate Luke on Amazon for like $50. Ooh. So there you go, David. You could pounce on that SH.
There are too many other things that I want to buy in the figure arts realm before I go with an old man Luke when I have no other sequel trilogy figures, really. I have maybe 10 at most. And it's 2 of them are from 3 of them are Reys. And then the one red arm 3PO, and then the rest are just random troopers because they're troopers and they just work regardless.
Right.
Yeah, because I still have my First Order troopers on display, but all of my other sequel trilogy figures have been put away. Besides Island Journey Ray. I do have Island Journey Ray out.
They've been the first ones to go for me. If I downsize Star Wars because I need space, sequel is first ones to go bye.
Yeah.
Yep.
No offense to any ST fan out there.
Yeah.
It's respectable.
You like what you like. But...
Well,
right.
I'm
also preparing for Rancor.
They just look the worst because they don't have photoreal.
Yeah,
so it's like, obviously, they're going to be the first ones to go for most people.
Yeah,
unless
they were
that's
just
their
in that
preferred
period.
look.
Like, we still don't have a photoreal for Finn, Poe. So I do sort of sympathize with people who are big fans that they don't have, like, a photoreal Poe. Because the Poe figure...
yeah, that's horrendous.
Yeah, Poe... Like, Finn is not good either, but at least you could tell it's Finn. With the Poe figures, you're like, who is that supposed to be?
I think I have the one that came out with that one wave with like DJ or whatever, because I bought that off Big Bad for specifically just for Rex. I bought the whole wave for like 90. And he's still in his box, never opened, up on a shelf, put away in like a little cubby hole. And I'm just like, yeah, you exist, but I don't want to open you.
Jonathan, name your price. Name your price.
I have her still in box.
You see, I was like, yeah, I'm selling Rise of Skywalker Rey. I really hated that movie. But then I was like fishing out the boxes. I was like, oh, yeah. I have a ton of these first edition boxes. Not of the same character, but specifically for Rey here.
Yeah.
I got Rey and Dio first edition. I'm like, I might hold on to this because I'm like, it doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right to sell a first edition box. I don't know. So I kept on with it.
Did you guys get any of the Power of the Force figures, by the way? The redo boxes? No.
No, I skipped.
Repacks that are more expensive.
I'll admit I just got my Luke in 2 days ago randomly. Woo! And yeah, no, not what I thought.
Yeah, some people were posting out of package pictures in our Discord, and I was like, ooh, it still looks like crap. Like that photo reel did nothing for that head sculpt.
Because adding the photo reel deco isn't the solution for every damn figure.
Right.
Like,
it works most of the time.
Yeah.
But there's still those figures where you're like,
he still has a really pale skin tone, which is just like the skin tone doesn't match with what you think he would look like there, so it just doesn't work. Right. And I bought this specifically for the fact, like, I went out and bought that deluxe Yavin Luke one with all the extra crap that he came with because it was like $10 on Best Buy at one point. So I bought it and I was like, oh, perfect. I'll just take the helmet and all like the droid training stuff and I'll put it on the old Farmer Boy Luke because that one's trash. And I'll make that like the scene where he's training on the Falcon. And I'm like, this will be the actual Farmer Boy Luke on the shelf. And now I look at this one, I'm like, I need another one already. Like, give me, can I get a redo on the head?
I honestly think they should have reused the Land Speeder Luke head.
Yeah.
Before anything else. Like, that head's not great, but I think it 100% looks better than the head that they went with.
Should have just retooled Yavin Luke head slightly and put it on there.
Or that.
I mean, the fix that everyone does on their own.
Yeah. Yeah, Joseph, bet we're talking about Farm Boy Ellen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wasn't a fan of wasn't it $26.49 for blister card repacks?
I only did it because I thought the photoreal would make a difference, and I was wrong. And now it makes me want to almost go and get rid of Han and who was the other one?
Greedo,
yeah. It makes me almost want to go get rid of them almost.
Did you not have the original Greedo?
I don't have either Han or Greedo.
Then
Greedo,
it's worth it. If you didn't have it already, it's worth it.
That's why, because my Black Series collection is very all over the place and random. So it's like I don't have really anything from episode 4 at all. So the only thing I think I have is Yavin Luke and TIE Fighter Luke, and then that's like it. Nothing else from that movie besides maybe the Jawa.
See you, Rob.
See you, Rob. Thank you for stopping by. BT, no recent customs from me, by the way. Nothing yet. But I will be doing a painting live stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to be painting the Mandalorian model kit. So if you want to come hang out with me and watch me paint that, then tomorrow, 1 p.m. That's what I will be doing here on the channel.
I agree with Jason's comment so hard.
Yeah.
Looking at Luke's face makes me realize I don't need every figure. Yeah.
I'm getting very selective with Star Wars specifically for that reason now.
And the Greedo too, they took the wash off the vest. So they are giving you less for more, legitimately, because there's less paint on that figure now. Because they apparently lost the ability to apply a wash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because of that digital printing.
Right. But like
the paint is like,
but they didn't keep any of those machines. Like, I don't know how it worked, but like, did they just remove all of those and throw them in the dumpster?
It really doesn't make any sense.
Like,
I don't know why they stopped putting washes on figures.
Right, because it makes every single figure look 10 times better with literally
the details, the color, the paint. It just pops.
Like,
makes it more realistic.
You just do a couple swipes of a wash. Here, I'll bring out a custom. I don't think I've shown on stream.
Going to literally watch paint dry in Nate's stream tomorrow, but hey, you're gonna be there for it. All right. You're going to sit your butt down and watch Nate paint.
All right. A few weeks ago, you guys saw that I got that Pelican model kit from Ollie's, but I painted this bad boy up, put a wash on it so it looks all dirty, dingy, and battle damaged.
Nice.
And it took me 5 seconds to apply the wash. I put some around the burners and stuff on the back of the ship. So it's like, it's so easy to do. And I know that obviously when you get into mass producing thousands of figures, the logistics get difficult, but it's just like, come on, just bring the wash back. It's so simple. It's so simple.
All right,
Hashtag
Nate.
Bring the wash back.
Real talk, Nate. Would you buy a World of Halo Pelican if they did it?
If that thing would be massive. I feel like I would literally, I probably would. I've been really tempted to get the mongoose and the warthog and even the mantis. Seeing all of those sitting on the shelves, I'm like,
I love
it.
If I see that warthog drop to $15 or $10, I'm getting a second one.
Later, Jonathan.
I want another one. I want to get the mongoose. I have the gun goose, which is pretty good. So now I want the mongoose to go with it.
Yeah.
Also, thank you, Jonathan, for the nice comments about my new background on
I do like that. I do
the Mando review. That'll be my new background, I think, for just Star Wars figures, and then I think I'm gonna just use the regular brick background for reviewing other stuff.
You got to teach me your Jedi secrets for how you made that.
Yeah. It was so simple, dude. Like, even I started doing it and I was just like, why have I waited this long to attempt this? Like, it's so easy.
I really want to make one of those specifically for Star Wars stuff.
Dude, I mean, all I did was I got a piece of poster board, I put plaster on it, and applied it on there with a scraper, so it kind of looks like it's got texture to it.
Yeah.
But it goes on pretty much like a white color, so you got to paint it. So
yeah,
I painted it all brown, and then I did a lighter sandy wash over it, and then I painted the perimeter with a black wash so that it looked a little bit more dark and dirty.
I need to go rewatch your model kit review to get another look at it, because if I was remembering right when I looked at it, I was like, I want the same thing but slightly darker yellowed, yellowy brown darker look.
I just knocked into my mic there, so apologies, but yeah, here it is right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it kind of looks more of like this wall to me kind of says Navarro or something from Mandalorian.
Yeah. I really want to do a Tatooine style wall personally. That's the one I want.
That's what I was aiming for with this one, but I still think it looks pretty good. And then obviously those little printout, I just took the Rebels Wanted things were trading cards, and I just shrunk them down really small.
Oh, nice.
And printed those out. And then same thing with the Max Rebo and the other, the new one that I just put on there, the Join the Imperial Navy poster. Those were just regular size, and I just shrunk them way down and printed them out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Did you make a floor for it too, like a base, or was I can't remember what the review was for the base of it.
I do, and it's a bunch of pieces of sandy scrapbook paper.
Oh, okay.
So that's all it is.
I was like, did he make that too? Like, I thought you did it out of like styrofoam at first, and I was like, how do you do this?
I thought about doing like a foam board styrofoam style, but the thing is like trying to balance figures on a piece of foam board is super hard.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need something that's going to be flat. So pretty much what I do, I have like 8 of these, and I just strategically place them so where you can't like see the lines of the paper.
Yeah.
And it all just looks like one piece.
You're being sneaky with it.
Yeah, but this is a lot cheaper. I thought about getting sandpaper, but they don't make like sandpaper in like huge sheets. Yeah. So you have to like buy like 50 million pieces of sandpaper and put them together. So I just went with the cheap scrap paper that's 68 cents a piece.
I mean, it looks phenomenal. Like the Bandai model kit Mando review is great.
Yeah. I love the
we
little...
got Fig here saying one of your best figure shots. I think he's talking about that Mando shot.
I just love the droid and the Jawa in the background too, because it made it look even more lifelike.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt like with the blank background, I was like, it's a little too plain. With the posters, even then, I was like, little too plain. So I had to include the Jawa in my R5 here, my dirty ass R5.
Yeah.
Is that the Black Series one? Or is that the model kit?
This is the model kit one.
Okay. I need to get that one still.
The model kit one, perfect scale.
Yeah.
This is like the perfect scale. Droids should be about as big as a Jawa.
Hey, maybe they'll bring back the hyperreal line with the droids, and we'll finally get Black Series scale for them properly. Since they're under scale.
Yeah. So, yeah, Joseph, maybe I could probably do a little tutorial on how to make a Tatooine wall, but yeah, I purposely made the R5 dirty because to me, like clean droids represent like the prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
Like when the droids are not dirty, I'm like in my mind, I'm like prequels.
Right.
But when they're filthy, it's like original trilogy. So that
makes sense too. That like people would stop taking care of droids and they would stop like offering those services after the Clone Wars and everything. I kind of like that.
It all feeds
I like that lore.
It feeds into like the mistreatment of droids after the prequel trilogy. So
yeah.
But yeah. So David, did you have any recent pickups you wanted to talk about? And yeehaw, see ya. Thank you for stopping by.
Obviously, the Power of the Force one, which I'm now disappointed with. And I'm wondering, do I even bother opening them at this point? Or do I just leave them on the card back? And because I'm like, do I open them and review them? Or do I just leave them on card back and hang them on a wall? It's the dilemma of now, what do I do with them?
Well, here's a thought. Do you have the original Farm Boy Luke?
I have one of them. I don't know which one it is. I think it's the red box one.
Because I was going to say,
right back.
If you could do a comparison, maybe it would be worth doing the review. But if you don't have the original figures, just keep them in the package.
Yeah.
Because I think from that angle, you'd probably be saving a lot of people a lot of money once they see the original figure versus the new one and how there's no real update.
Thought with it is do that with it. Because I have that, because I remember a while ago I sent you that picture of the awful Qui-Gon eye that I got.
Yeah.
And I never got around to returning it. So now he's still in the packaging, just hanging on the wall. And I'm like, well, he exists still, but the eye is so messed up. But yeah, he's still up there. So I'm like, does this Luke just become another Qui-Gon and just hang on wall for all eternity? But I'll probably open him, honestly. I open everything except for X-Wing Pilot Luke. He's still in his archive packaging.
Well, it's X-Wing Pilot Luke, which not a bad face. Actually, probably a decent.
He's not bad.
Be a decent head swap to put on Farm Boy Luke's body. Maybe.
I just never opened him because he just I didn't have any other A New Hope figures, so he just was like, "Why do I open this one to sit on a shelf alone?"
I mean, there's not a lot of
no, there's not.
There's not a lot of New Hope figures in general.
Pretty barren, honestly. They really don't have anything. It's like Princess Leia. I think there's like one Han, which is like hard to come by. I don't know if we have a Chewie look from that one, and that's like probably it. Besides like the X-wing pilot Luke.
Yeah, there is a blue line Chewie that I believe is supposed to be a New Hope, but I don't remember if it's specifically labeled one way or another.
Yeah.
Let me see here. What's up, Sith Vicious? I see you there. Just popping in real quick to say hi. So what's
what else did I get? Obviously we talked about the Ezreal, which I'm not disappointed in.
I'm sorry again
then,
to bring that to your attention.
I ended up buying another one of that gold label Space Marine.
Nice.
Because you had found the one for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, do I want two? I'm like, I really like the look of the gold. I'm like, maybe I want two. So now I picked up them both. It was really hard not to just buy all three and be like, yay, little squad, and just take the little back piece off and just be like, it's just gold helmeted Space Marines for a better look. But yeah, there's those two. And then other than that, I think it's probably stuff from like the last week. Oh, I found a hand ninja from the Stiltman Legends wave randomly at a mire. Around our area, went there and they had three of the Cull Obsidian Wave Wasp. They had two of the Molten Man, like Spider Woman, and like another figure that was also piled up there. I can't remember who else was there. But then for Stiltman, they had like Spider Man, and then they had the Hand Ninja. And I'm like, how the hell did I find the Hand Ninja? I'm like, he was the only one I was missing. I'm like, okay, I'll take you, and I got him.
You can always count on Meyer.
Yeah.
To have the most random selection of figures. Josh Pierce asks an interesting question, though. Mike Case recently made a video about Black Series figures that need a complete remold. What are three of yours?
Astromech.
Yeah. Astromech. IG-88.
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Is that figure is literally a statue?
Yeah.
I saw that video as well, Josh Pierce. And I'll tell you one figure he had on that list that I would not agree with is the Sand Trooper. I think the Sand Trooper needs an archive release and not a Sand Trooper just on the new Stormtrooper body, because the weathering would not be as good and they wouldn't include the three blasters either. And they probably wouldn't even include the damn backpack that Sand Troopers have. Like
I still just want a deluxe Stormtrooper with just the three pauldrons in it, the backpack, and like just a variety of their blasters. They don't even have to make them a Sand Trooper. You can make them clean if you want. But I would prefer a Sand Trooper. Honestly, if they just archive the old Sand Trooper and then redid them on the new mold, then it's like perfect comparison to see what's better.
Infernal Hippo, that's actually coming. That's included in the Powers of the Force Black Series Cantina Showdown sort of.
That super expensive set that was a bait and switch with the photo.
Yep. But
I'm still gonna
buy it.
Yeah, it makes me want it just for Obi-Wan.
Yeah, the Obi-Wan with the updated photo reel
Django
looks
too.
Amazing. Yeah, Django. I'd take Django on the Boba body. Just give him some new legs, switch the armor around just a little bit. I'd take that figure.
I'd probably nominate Darth Maul, maybe.
Yeah, Darth Maul.
That's a good point. It's not a new mold. That's a good point.
Yeah,
I forgot we were talking about remold. It's like the photo reel update.
Phantom Menace Maul could definitely use an update.
Qui-Gon.
Zavi hit exactly what I was about to say. Anakin and Obi from Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Big time. Those figures look like hot garbage these days.
They just need to be on that better Jedi body that they started making with what? Was it Mace that had it? Did he have the better one?
He did have the better one. I don't know if that was the first one.
It started with Padawan Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
That was the first new Jedi mold. But those
Mace had a better one, but I think even his was limited.
Yeah. But still, I think that Jedi body could be perfect if they just did the vertical hinge on the lightsaber gripping hand. And
that's where we need alternate hands.
Yeah.
So
Gilster, I'll do you one better and just put a stormtrooper in every single wave. It doesn't even need to be an archive.
Or they should just take the Marvel Legends route.
Yeah. Either that or, I mean, I still think they would sell every stormtrooper they produce. Literally do a regular stormtrooper, Imperial stormtrooper in every wave and alternate a New Hope box, Empire box, Return of the Jedi box, Mandalorian box, Jedi Fallen Order box.
Yeah.
Like, you will sell alternate that with a regular clone and a regular stormtrooper, like every other wave.
There's still so many other named clones that they could do. Like, this one, redo Cody and give us an unhelmeted head and redo the body, because, like, Jesus, it's bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd agree with that.
Josh says, just buy the SHF return or Revenge of the Sith Kenobi for $350.
Yeah, nah, I'm already spending like $240 on that Ghidorah. I don't want to.
What's up, Riley Cross?
$350 on Obi.
But yeah, I think they should take a page out of the Marvel Legends book and do the troopers in the just cardboard box, one accessory for a slightly discounted price.
Yeah,
and just let me buy 1 million of those off of Hasbro Pulse.
The armor builder thing that Legends does on Pulse is the smartest idea. $15 for one character with 1 or 2 accessories, and that's it. You're getting something that you want to mass produce.
Right.
Which stormtroopers are the most mass producible thing you could ever ask for.
Right, because everyone wants more than one stormtrooper.
Yeah, you at least want a squad, which is like 6 stormtroopers.
Well, that's what I mean by, like, it would always sell. They would never stop selling stormtroopers.
Yeah. Right. If they had an army builder for the Phase 1, Phase 2 clones and just base stormtrooper, instantly people would buy that. I think even if they had an army builder for the First Order stormtrooper, that would still sell well if they had it with the better elbows and everything like that they were using for the later body.
Good point, Josh. Good point. Yeah. But it just, I don't know, because obviously right now you go and look and you try and find a stormtrooper and you're paying 30,
and it's
40.
A stormtrooper. That should be a super common figure.
Try getting the Phase 2 clone.
Well, yeah. Well, the Phase 2 clone was locked behind a 4-pack, so that was already. But, like, you know, every time the plain white stormtrooper comes out, it comes and goes, and then it gets super expensive online. And then they re-release it a few years later, and it comes and goes. And it's a never-ending cycle.
I don't know why Hasbro doesn't do a similar thing like with the HasLabs, where they do that like crowdfunding. But instead of crowdfunding, they just have like a massive window where it's like they just take all the pre-orders that they get for like a stormtrooper, let's say for like 2 months, and then they're like, all right, mass production of stormtroopers.
Right.
But, like, you're gonna make your money back off of that.
Yeah.
Like, it's a mold everyone wants to see keep being done, especially if they get a good mold like what they did with the new body.
Right.
It just needs a better head.
We do get variants all the time. I can't wait to get that Jeddah Patrol Stormtrooper.
The Jeddah Patrol Trooper is probably going to be a banger for sure. But
did they announce the Mortar? Was that one that got announced ever? Or no?
I think
it's just rumored.
Yeah, okay. It's just but it's an official rumor.
It's an official rumor.
It's
a rumor that will inevitably come true.
Yeah.
Right. But, I think that's those are some figures that definitely need a remold.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I think I'm going to make a video about the Sand Trooper.
That's a good idea.
I think because modern Hasbro just would not release a Sand Trooper on par with that original one.
You don't want a Remnant Stormtrooper redo?
Well, the mold is fine though. The mold is great. It's just
you don't want the burnt marshmallow stormtrooper.
Yeah, no. Toasted marshmallow trooper. Yeah. We all love it.
Yeah,
but that exclusive came and went to never be found again.
I think I got 2 of that one. That one ended up on the shelf, and I never looked at it again.
Yeah,
Josh, I think it'll be on the new body. 100%.
I think so too.
I think they're officially done with the old Stormtrooper box?
There's no way. There's
count
no
on
way.
it.
They're gonna keep doing it for gaming greats, I bet, and like other things like that. They'll probably use it as their like exclusive like mold or their like weird random designs.
It's time for. Might be time for something.
Oh yeah, are we getting a Kiwi appearance?
A poppers.
A last minute Kiwi.
It's a last minute Kiwi update. She's
She is-
rambunctious. She's crazy.
She's a wild child now.
Whoa,
Trying to get us-
whoa, whoa.
She wants to be put down.
Hey, you're my little money maker. You need to look into the camera, swap that blue eye, girl.
We got
Swap that
puppy
blue
cam.
eye.
Yeah.
But
Kiwi.
yeah. Kiwi. She's going nuts. She's
How
high
old is the
energy now.
puppers?
3 months. Get
Oh
off
my.
board. All right, I'm done.
She's crazy.
She's crazy. She needs to play with Roxy. Woo.
Now we get Roxy in here.
Thank
so
you.
Everyone can see good old Roxy.
Woo. These Kiwi updates are getting a little crazy. Yeah, she's tired of it now. She
was like trying her best to escape your grip.
yeah.
She's like, this is the last thing I want to do. Justin, before we go though, since we've been streaming for about 3 hours almost, do you want to show off the new emojis?
Sure.
For
I
everyone
think Stone Cold is still in here, so
Everyone that's still
I mean, to
hanging
stick
around
with
right
us
now.
rambling about Spider-Man and Halo and stuff that's not Black Series, we had about 70 people stick with us the entire time.
Yeah,
So that's so awesome. Thank you all so much. And as an extra little treat for the members in the house,
Yep.
and maybe this will incentive to become a member. But let me go share my screen here.
James is here, by the way. He is here.
Oh.
So we've got some new emojis coming
We do.
very shortly for our channel members.
Here's the out of the basement folder. No,
no!
my files. So
So-
in here we have the emoji batch 1 here. You guys all know these. These are amazing.
All right.
But we're working on a second batch.
Yes.
And
What about the Bad Batch? When does that come out?
oh, here they are for all of our viewing pleasure. These will come out next episode of Figured Out. So Friday, we have the long-awaited Kiwi emoji with blue eye and hazel eye. And I had the idea to kind of make it like the child in the pram. So she's literally in a Kiwi instead of the pram.
It's perfect.
And we have, to finish out the theatrical Max Rebo band, not the special editions, we have Cy Snoodles and Droopy McCool. And James had the wonderful idea of making these emotes like have expressions. So like, I'm the happy clone trooper. Nate is like the angry Sith Lord, to express different emotions. So we have a whatever Cy Snoodles.
Yep.
Whatever, more exclusives. I'm sorry, Zero, but this is the end of the line for you. And then we also have Droopy McCool. He's so happy.
Yes.
So when something finally gets released as a non-exclusive, this is the emoji for you.
Never gonna happen.
Right. But so those are our upcoming emojis that'll be released to all of our channel members soon. So great work from James again.
Look at the wavy, sort of curly ears, like the detail on Kiwi. I'm like, oh, my goodness.
Looks perfect.
Yeah.
Riley, you did miss the Halo segment. We went off about all the Spartan collection, the world of Halo, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Need more of it.
But we're also
yeah. So total we'll have 7 emojis for our membership now. Still only 99 cents a month. We're not gonna start increasing the price or something.
Yeah.
You can't even do that unless.
But we're also switching up the member badges.
What?
So now we're gonna have custom member badges.
Yep. And these were created again by Stone Cold Killer. Cannot even draw on Instagram. And these are not like some copy and paste thing. These were actually drawn from scratch by James. So the channel member badges, there's 6 of them. I believe it's new member 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, and 2 years. So you guys all know new members will be shinies, as they refer to them in the Clone Wars. So that'll be regular white helmet.
Yep.
And I know the max tier is 2 years, and that'll be the max Revo Legion because you'll be with us.
Right.
And
the 449.
Yeah, or I think it's 499. The 499. Because we're technically 2 steps below the 501st.
Yeah.
So we're like discount 501st. But the remaining 4 we haven't really decided. I think 1 month might be 212.
Yeah.
2 months maybe Coruscant Guard.
Right. 6
but we
months.
Also have the 41st Elite Corps and the 501st here.
I think 41st Elite Corps and Rebo are definitely going to be the last 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, they make it to where you have to do it at certain amounts of time. So we can't just do 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, 5 months, 6 months. So,
but these are going to look great. I can't wait for this. I'm super hyped.
We'll be switching over to those very soon as well. So
yeah.
Those are the new member badges. We've got new emojis coming up. So again, joining our channel membership is only 99 cents a month. I mean, pretty much we're down to only members in the chat right now. But if you're still on the fence, we've got some new emojis coming up. We also recently just did a giveaway for hitting 100 members. So
yeah,
lots of fun stuff coming up here on the channel. We've got a video going live soon, tomorrow or Tuesday.
Well, you're streaming tomorrow.
Right. So Tuesday?
Yeah, sure. Because tomorrow is Nate's painting stream. Tuesday, we made a video about risers for your collection and how they make your collection.
Super handy.
Yeah, I love our risers. But yeah. Nate, I know you're also working on the Hasbro Pulse stand videos. Videos. So we're going to have a video from Nate about which flight stands we recommend. We're going to have a riser video on Tuesday. And, of course, Nate's painting stream tomorrow.
And a Part 7 Jason review.
Ooh. Yeah, so we got some content coming up. How about you, David? You got any new stuff?
Let's see. Well, next week, as far as I'm aware, I got 2 videos. I got a Tuesday and a Thursday. I want to say Tuesday's Maestro Hulk Marvel Legends Deluxe figure, and then Thursday is SH Monster Arts Kong. And then the following week's probably gonna end up being like that Happy and Iron Man 2-pack, and God, there's so much other stuff still to do. I've put off so many. I put off the Vault Guardsman, which was another one that came defective and broken for me. So that's one where I go off slightly.
Great.
It's just missing a chunk out of the side of the figure for no reason. It came out in the box like that. The chunk isn't even in the box. So I don't know what's with Hasbro and their marbled figures, because the Stealth Iron Man was breaking and Dr. Doom was breaking as well for a lot of people because their crotches were just exploding. So let's see, what else do I got coming up? I think that's a lot of it's it. I got MODOK that I got to review. Figma Link. So he'll be coming. Like the next 3 weeks are packed, especially if I do 2 a week.
Nice.
So,
right.
And then the main channel is just whenever I get around to Arc again or figure out something new to play.
Right. So tons of content coming from all 3 of us here. So if you guys haven't already, please check out David's channel. There is a link in the description. He does a normal gaming channel, and on top of that does an action figure review channel. So check out both of them, subscribe to both of them, support our friend in real life. David's a great dude. So
thank you.
We love having him on and just talking about pretty much anything. We go off the rails all the time with David. So so stay looking out for those things. Riley says Nate could pull off Bob Ross for Halloween. Probably.
I can see it.
Probably.
I can see it.
Thank you, Mark, for subscribing.
Thanks, Mark.
That's awesome. So yeah, show David some love. A lot of Marvel Legends content, World of Halo on his channel. So
I still have so much World of Halo to review. I haven't done the Gun Goose, the Warthog, the Series 1 figures that I found, the 1 Series 2 figure, and that 3-pack. There's so much World of Halo that I still gotta do, and I'm like, is it worth doing some of them because they're so old, or do I just say screw it and just do them?
I say do them because I feel like not a lot of people are covering World of Halo on YouTube. So
I still got the Ghost actually that I bought that I recorded and never edited. I have it just sitting on my computer, just waiting.
Link is in the description of this video, Gilster. Check out David. Check him out. Great stuff going on over there. So
yeah.
Anyone that does stop by over there, thank you. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys for having me on and shouting me out over there too.
Oh, no problem, David.
Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
You're always.
We haven't had a guest in quite a while.
Yeah. I get to talk toys. I'm so excited. I don't ever get to.
Exactly. It's like, and you collect pretty much everything we collect too. So it's very easy to just.
There's too much I'm into.
Just ramble. I know, because anytime you and I go out hunting together, we start looking at everything.
I still have from July. I don't know if I've showed you this one, Nate, but there's another like 3-inch to 4-inch line of figures, but they have 6-inch stuff. It's called Joy Toy. I bought one of theirs. They're almost like Titanfall mechs in a way, but they have little 3-inch to 4-inch pilots as well.
Interesting.
It is the coolest thing I've ever bought, but it's super delicate and it makes me not want to touch it. I've had since July. I've been like, I'm going to review this one day. And I just haven't recorded the review yet because I'm just like, I don't want to mess with it at all. I got it in a pose I like, and now I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, I feel that any of my like high-end stuff, I'm like, pose it once, never touch it again.
It's kind of like the World of Halo line where they just release a ton of vehicles and a ton of just different things all over the place, but they're like, for a 3-pack of those three like the 3-inch figures, it's like $75. So I'm just like, oh, but they're super customizable though.
Nice. Yeah, Riley's got to have that Combat Evolved Chief from the upcoming 2-pack. Same, but
that got pushed back too. It's like December now for that. I'm so sad.
Yeah. I mean, everything's getting pushed back because it's all sitting on boats.
Well, Halo also Infinite got pushed back as well to December for its official release, so they pushed all the merchandise to then too.
True, very true. I wonder how those DLC codes are going to work that come with the figures.
Who knows? Who knows what they'll even do,
or what they're even going to do, because it doesn't say what they are.
They just won't work at that point. We just go to use them. It's like, these don't work.
Right. I honestly feel like that's what's going to happen. It's just going to be like,
I mean, they're probably banking on a lot of people just lose the codes by then, if I'm being honest.
Right. But yeah, so thank you everyone for joining us on this a little bit longer stream than normal today. Hopefully you all had fun. It was a nice time talking with everyone. So yeah, next week, same time, same place, Sunday, 1 p.m. for our usual stream.
Yeah.
I think the code ties into your Xbox Live account. Right, but I don't think they've said what the code gives you.
I don't even know if you could redeem it yet. I haven't even tried.
So it's like, what are they going to give us for buying these figures and
redeeming
these codes?
I wonder if the codes are like one specific item too. You know, like if you buy the same figure twice, do you get 2 different codes? Is it gonna like, can you redeem them both or something?
I guess we're gonna have to see. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for tuning into the stream today. And we will see you next time. Of course, I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
And thank you once again to David for coming on.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Josh Pierce shaders for your Spartan, special colors. That would be sweet. But hopefully I'll see everyone tomorrow on the painting stream. And it's going to be
1 p.m.
It's going to be a nice, relaxing Labor Day chill paint stream where I'm going to make a happy little Mando.
Yeah.
It's just going to be
happy Mando.
If you do have work tomorrow, I'm sorry. But if you don't, take some time to just chill out.
Yeah,
just chill out. Everyone deserves to just chill out.
Exactly. So thanks, everyone. We will see you. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, but we will see you on Friday with Figure It Out. We got a lot of content coming out this week,
Yeah,
honestly, too. So it's a heavy out of the basement content week. So thanks again, everyone. We will see you next time. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Make good decisions. Drink
Or
some
don't.
water.
Yeah. Or don't.
Do whatever you want.
Buy more plastic.
Go to the store. Get some new plastic. You never know what's going to be out
there.
Yeah, if it's there. But yeah, thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Later, guys.
Bye.